Oh, no, I had that people. She ain't getting it on my boat better. Getting out a lot, I better get a pack of bag of book. So they know I'm more stripping at the sky with the right. So they already know the very cause they just know I'm living, working my no, it's the vision. The stuff so they always know. No, missing government. Politician. My homie trying to be the case, but he had a pocket finish. I'm trying to go a bird, but he caught it with a lot of pictures. And I can never change, but ain't no looking, got them rich. Just know why. It's just that planning, it's that get back. You know, just that why. It's just that planning, it's that get back. Yeah. Alright.
Tona, you made this?
Just know why. It's just that planning, it's that get back. You know, just know why. It's just that planning, it's that get back. It's a different day, no same story, nigga. I've been working free, tight like a robber. Nigga, they stuff, they know me. I'm here to make my story. Keep that like a party. Oh, no, I had that people. She ain't getting on my boat better. If they stop getting out a lot, I better get a pack of bag of book. So they know I'm always tripping at the sky with the right. So they already know the very cause they just know I'm living, working my they just know I got the vision. The stuff I got to stay, you also know I'm missing government, that's the stay. I'm a proper politician. Had to carry that weight, never dealt with the opposition. My homie trying to be the case, but he had a pocket pistol. I'm trying to cut a bird, but he comes with a lot of pictures. And I can never change, but ain't no living, got them rich. Just know why. It's just that planning, it's that get back. I've been asking. Just know why. It's just that planning, it's that get back.
Yo, what's going on? What's going on? You got BSB3 in the building.
What's going on, bruh?
You know, chilling. Lady Internet's not with us today, so let me get out of the room. She probably watched the cat too crazy today.
Yeah, there's always a danger of her pulling up. We already know she's gonna be on the road, so we're gonna have some fun, but we're gonna try to keep it chill so we don't get in trouble. I ain't trying to get pulled
she
up.
got spies everywhere.
And she said she got the dog with her too. She might try to sick the dog on us.
Yeah, I ain't about that, right? The pull up queen. How you gonna pull up on your own team?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that one out.
What's going on? How was your week, sir?
It was a good week, man. You know, trying to stay positive with everything that's going on in the world today. You know, selling some cars down in Waldorf, Honda. You know, the market's a little crazy right now, but we got the best deals. So you can come on down if you're in the market. Come holler at me at 2450 Crane Highway, Waldorf, Maryland. Across from the Lowe's and the Popeyes. Ask for Carol. Make sure we get that deal done. Just getting ready for another week of Sports OTHP tomorrow night. We're going to be covering the week that was for the Nets, who just ended their 5-game losing streak. But I think unfortunately lost today. I didn't get a chance to check the score because I was throwing down on the grill right before the show. But I'm going to talk about the Nets. Going to have Big Hurt zooming in. Going to talk some training camp. With the first preseason game coming up for the Washington football team against the Patriots on the 12th, I believe. It's going to be very interesting to see this new team. I can't wait. The coach said in his press conference today that Fitzpatrick and the ones will be getting some time on the field. He wants to see Fitzpatrick having command of the offense and the offense having tempo. So early in the week, I think it was like Wednesday, he said he didn't like the flow of practice. The tempo was low, and he laid into the guys and said the rest of the week they were where he wanted them to be at. Got a lot of competition going on, especially on the defensive side of the ball in the secondary. We're going to break all of that down tomorrow. Also going to have some Olympic coverage. Some of our regulars are taking a week off, so Robbie has some of his Twitch folks going to come on and talk Olympics. And who else? Who knows what else we might talk about? We might talk about some boxing or, some hockey. Who knows whatever else is going on. But we definitely want to recap the Nats and all the moves going on and some of the players that they got in the trade for some of the key players over trade deadline when they became sellers. And, got a lot of fans upset because a lot of their favorite players are no longer here. But got to rebuild, and that's what the team is doing. And they got some good prospects in the works that came from these trades. Last night, the game that ended the 5-game winning streak, Josiah Ray, who was acquired via the Max Scherzer deal, he went 5 innings, gave up 4 hits, 1 run with 10 strikeouts. That was only his 3rd career start. And Riley Smith, I believe, is his name. I think so, yeah. He ended up hitting a game-winning home run in the top of the 9th with 2 outs. With a man on, they were down 2-1. He had a 2-run home run to give the Nats the victory to end their 5-game losing streak and, give them a little bit of joy for the week. But we'll recap the whole week tomorrow night, starting at 9 o'clock on Sports OTHP on True Radio Network, streaming live on Facebook, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, and on all podcasting platforms. Just go hashtag Sports OTHP. That's going to come up. But other than that, man, just, living a life, baby, selling cars, trying to stay out of trouble, trying to make some money.
You staying out of trouble?
Trying, man. Trying is the key word.
Shit.
Trying, man, because it takes too much time when you get into trouble, man. Sometimes it's fun, but it's time consuming too.
That's crazy. So, we gotta talk about that Dipset battle.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to see it. I've heard all the comments about it, and even though I was rooting for Dipset, I felt like with their catalog would be able to sustain them, but when you have Jada Kiss on the other side, no matter. I'm not a big Locks fan. I was Styles P, who I wasn't really a fan too much of, but Jada's my man, so I already knew with Jada it was going to be a hard battle. I was rooting for Dipset, but I already pretty much knew the Locks was going to take it. I just didn't have no idea it was going to be such as everyone said, an embarrassment.
Well, if you look at the Locks, they came. I've actually seen Jada and when we went outside to Philly, went out to Philly several years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Jada and Styles P performed. Sold out standing room only Philly crowd. Killed it.
Nice.
And I knew like the way they came. And then so interesting thing was that I was reading an article and she said that basically it was Diddy that told him, yo, he was the mixtape shit. And then actually that their mixtape and their freestyle game was like on court with that.
Mm-hmm.
And actually you don't even realize how many fucking songs. Like the Locks did songs off of other people's shit before they even got to their song. Like 24 Hours Live was off of Mace's joint. They did the other joint that was off of DMX's. It was insane.
They did the other joint that was off of DMX.
I'm glad I didn't get a chance to see the carnage because I heard even Jewels was
Jewels like he was hot. Like Jewels was tripping, and one I love New York energy. Because New York energy, if you're a New Yorker, you know, you can get aggressive but still love a dude. So they all show love and stuff like that. So real talk, a lot of stuff happened behind the scenes. Yeah, but Joel's was high. Jim Jones fell off the stage.
Yeah, I saw that, and they tried to claim that his ring fell off and he dove to get his ring. Nah, nigga, you fell off the stage. Nigga.
Jim Jones fell off the stage.
But so this is what they said. So behind the scenes, Sheik and Styles was like, yo, Cameron actually made sure that everybody got paid a nice amount in the right amount. You know, he wanted to make sure the locks was taken care of because a lot of people was looking at the locks like not the biggest group in the world. But they are one of the most underground. They are some underground kings, and you know Jada's nice, and yo, they hit all about the Benjamins, like it was crazy, dog. It was crazy. Right. Here's the thing: it was more entertaining than people thought it was. People thought that the Lock was gonna get slaughtered, but them niggas came to perform.
Yeah, I didn't think they were gonna get slaughtered. I thought it would be a decent, almost even battle, but like you said, I didn't think about the catalog that the Locks has and what Jada has, and they went to the mixtape. Then yeah, that's a whole different ball game right there.
Yo, shout out to Cruel Intention. He said Harlem World holds the L.
Yeah. But I still love Dipset, man. I used to rock their shit back in the day, man. I'm sorry. I can't help it, man. I still remember them days banging that joint in the truck.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, I was never a big Dipset.
Mm-hmm.
To me, Joel Santana was overrated. I wasn't a big Jim Jones fan. Certified Gangster was a banger.
Yeah.
I wasn't a big Jim Jones fan. However, the stuff he did with he did ball like he didn't like balling.
Yeah.
Like balling was I fucked with that.
See, to me, Joel's had the
The
potential.
Locks did come for the assassination. Yo, for real, Joel's was overly hot. To me, in my opinion, Joel has always been like niggas was like Joel was like it's gonna be like the second coming of Cameron. Nigga, Cameron ain't never left.
Nah, I never.
And
He more had his own style to me.
if he would have did that tape with Lil Wayne, he would have got exposed. If they did Can't Feel My Face, Joel would have got exposed lyrically. He couldn't. He's not very lyrical.
He has a lot of good wordplay, and to me, when I was in that zone in my life, his flow, I felt this flow from just the way he broke things down to a different way of looking at it. So I didn't think he was overhyped at the time. I felt like if he would have focused on his craft and kept on the path that he was on, that he could have became somebody in the hip hop game. But unfortunately, living a fast life, making a quick money, and being around Cam and them, what the best work habits didn't rub off on him. So I mean,
we tell you that the best work habits, because if you saw him on stage, he's like a fucking clown. First of all, the nigga had a hat, a do-rag, and a scarf on at the same time. I didn't know this nigga was a no-limit soldier, a gangbanger, or a street nigga.
Me and my man used to joke about that, about New York niggas. Like, yeah, you got a scully on, a do-rag, and a cap to the back.
Like, this nigga had so many symbols. I don't know what the fuck was going on. Like it was terrible.
Oh man, that's sad. That's sad.
It was terrible.
Yeah, that's sad for hip hop.
Like I said, to me, Joel's has been overly hyped. That's just my opinion. He had some alright joints. Like, to me, he had opportunity to shine, and then when Jim Jones took off, I really stopped looking at Joel.
Yeah, I like.
Because Jim Jones put in work, and he was doing it on a lesser budget and on an independent label. For me to go, I don't even fuck with this dude to be like, yo, Ballin' was hot. So Ballin' to be on basketball commercials, that's big for being, quote unquote, the weakest out the crew. And don't get me wrong, I got some bangers, and Gerald Ryder.
Yeah, all right.
Hell of a spitter.
Yeah, Hell Rail.
Yeah.
That's my man. I mean, that's what I say. I like other members of the crew. I like Cam because Cam was just a fool on the track. And I remember back in the days when it was Killer Cam and Murder Mate. So
So, and Cool Intentions this book had a point because Def Jam does do that at times. So Def Jam, he said, overly pushed Jews because they wanted to capitalize on the Harlem rapper thing, like how Bad Boy did the mix. Like, you know, it was a void filled because the young had passed away. The Rock at the time or Sony had Cam, and Def Jam was looking to make a good push. And they did, but like I don't know, Jewels never did it first.
yeah, I mean, they were sample kings. I mean, that was their thing. But it was
the sample
always,
thing to me has nothing to do with like
correct.
that's what the beats are. I mean, if it's a hot beat, oh boy, it's a hot beat. A sample has nothing to do with it. His wordplay is not phenomenal to me.
Oh no.
His wordplay is basic at best.
To me, he's more of a, when he raps mainstream, he's more of an entertainer than more of a rapper. Now when he's on the mixtapes, to me, that's when he's a rapper, or he's an MC. When he's doing the mainstream, it's like he takes it down a notch because he doesn't want to be as so-called abrasive on a track that's supposed to be mainstream for everybody to listen to. That's just my opinion.
That's cool. I mean, they, but that Molly Bopper they got was crucial. Like, and from that, a lot of conversations have started. From that. Tekashi 6ix9ine called out. He had a conversation with Whack 100. He had to sit down conversation, but he called out Jim Jones on Clubhouse because some of the dudes that Jim Jones was running with was the same people Tekashi ran with that's locked up right now. That he snitched. He called out Jim Jones for like basically not taking care of his niggas back then. And then he also called him out for how you want a federal wiretap, which it's on YouTube. He's on a wiretap basically saying how to hit up Tekashi's 6ix9ine security and really take that boy out, but he's never been arrested. And everybody else is sitting in jail. How to hit up Tekashi's 6ix9ine security. What are your thoughts?
First of all, this Tekashi 6ix9ine dude, like I said, I've never heard one of his tracks. Only reason I know his name because of the snitching stuff and him going to jail and that bull. But it's interesting with Jim Jones. Like I said, I don't really follow the backstory of most of these folks. I listen to their music and call it a day. If I enjoy it, I enjoy it. If I don't listen to it. But anything in the rap game from some of the stuff y'all been telling me about, some of the behind the scenes stuff that I had no idea about. It wouldn't surprise me at all if he might have, said something to, avoid going to jail, or, hopefully he ain't, I don't know, man, it's a crazy situation. He was, snitched on some folks who got locked up, but at his folks, he was trying to retaliate by getting him killed.
But to Whack 100, that was basically 6ix9ine, and this is his opinion, didn't really snitch on those folks because he's a civilian. And he's not really about that life or in the game. He's like, for you to really be snitching on people, you have to be really in the streets. He was like, 6ix9ine was not really in the streets. He's like, you're not really, he broke it down. He said, dog, you're affiliated with gang members. You're not a real gang. Like, no one jumped you in. This, once again, Whack 100 is the game's manager. He's from Compton. He throw them hands. He's a real street nigga.
I mean, if you hanging with folks that's in that life, even if you're not in that life, you still have to go by the rules, because when the shit hits the fan, if you're there when the raid goes down, even if you're doing that life or not, you're associated with it, you're going down for it. So if you're going to be associating yourself with that crowd, you got to take responsibility and know what your role is if you're going to do that. Because, like you say, you can't get, caught up and then like, oh, I really don't live that life. I was just there visiting. Well, you're in there when they had served that warrant to break them doors down. So you going down just like everybody else because you're in there when the warrant is there. So that's, when I was in my lifestyle, back in the day, that's the mindset you have to have. That,
do you think of like the nerd dude that hangs around you? He's a civilian. You hold him to the street the same code that you will hold niggas that are in that lifestyle.
I mean, if he knows the deal, yeah. If he's just somebody that I hang with that don't know what I do, then nah, that's a whole different ball game. But if he knows what's going on and he still chooses to be around, even though he's a so-called nerdy dude, then with him being a nerdy dude, he should understand the ramifications of hanging around with me if I'm doing stuff like that and I don't associate with people like that.
That's interesting. I mean,
But I know most folks don't think about it that way.
I don't think they do. Because when he was running around calling hits on people, when he tried to put a hit on Chief Keef, cousin or Chief Keef, he had no problem, and he wound up switching on his own man. And he was actually on record for saying that he tried to put a hit out. He had no problem.
And ain't this the same cat that went to the alley where somebody's relative got killed and was mocking it and shit?
Not when he got killed, but when he got beat up.
Yeah, I mean, so that's something like.
I mean, and
you
the
do
thing
shit
was,
like
though,
that.
he was, and full intention actually to point this out too. He was like claiming, although he, the way that Wack broke it down was like, dog, you really aren't in the game. You are just affiliated, or you bought your way into the game. Like people just recognize you as a money thief more so than like you really were in the game.
You really aren't in the game. You are just affiliated, or you bought your way into the game. Like people just
But
recognize you as a
I get what you're saying too. If you know I'm out here hustling, and I tell you, yo, dog, don't stand on the block with me because you know it's hot out here, and you choose to stand on the block with me, and you get arrested. You shouldn't be like, oh, well, it wasn't me, it was that nigga. Because you chose to do that even after I told you, yo, this is what we about.
No doubt.
It's not a surprise. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You can't play victim.
So, if you get into a car with a nigga that's dirty, that's willingly, you know the risk that you're taking.
Yeah, it's full disclosure. When I was in that life, if I was cool with somebody and they was hanging with me, I was like, I let them know, like, look, I got some things going on. I don't know if you want to be around. I'm good. I ain't got nothing, major going on, but there's always that chance. So you can either get in your own car and drive by you and follow me, or you can get in with me. Up to you. Because I used to live by rules when I was in that game. That's why, knock on wood, I never got caught up in nothing major. But you got to let folks know what's going on if they hang with you. You consider them your folks. If they're really your folks, you're going to give them full disclosure and let them know what's what so they don't get caught up on some bullshit that they weren't aware of.
Yeah, I definitely. I love this conversation. One, because it gets asked because you've been on both sides, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, and I'm not saying what Wack 100% is like the gospel. That's his truth, and that's what he believes. And he's not wrong for what he believes.
No doubt. I don't want no beef with that dude.
That dude got good hands.
Yeah, I think I done got slow in my old age. I ain't fucking with him.
That nigga be the two people at the same time.
Yeah. I ain't got time. I ain't about that life no more. About drinking and.
It look like y'all could be related. Y'all got a bald head and ankle problem.
It's possible, man. We might gotta check it out. Yeah, we might have some connection somewhere down the line.
Oh man. So yesterday, there was a shooting at Top Golf in the National Hall. So apparently, in yesterday, a girl went to go shoot her ex-boyfriend's new girlfriend, and then the boyfriend actually jumped in front of the bullet. A girl went to go shoot her. Oh damn! Nipsey Bodyguard knocked out Wack. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Full attention.
Say what now?
Nipsey Bodyguard knocked out Wack. Cause Wack said that Nipsey wasn't a legend. Knocked out Wack. I didn't know that. Full attention. But yesterday there was a shooting at the National Harbor. An ex-girl went to go shoot the ex-boyfriend's new girlfriend, and then the guy really jumped in front of the bullet, and he got shot.
I just want to understand. I don't understand the logic of, okay, you break up with me, okay, you have to die, or I'm going to kill the person you're with. That's some. You're not meant for everyone. Everyone isn't going to get you. Everyone isn't going to want to be around you. I know that about me. I don't get mad. I agree. I'm not for everybody. That's cool. I can accept that. Folks can't accept that. So now you're going to the point where you're going to a public place where people are going to have fun, drinking. We have, you know,
I go to Top
yeah,
Dog.
nephew works there.
Yeah.
So now you're endangering his and everybody else's life because you're upset because he broke up with you.
Go to Top Dog.
That's, I mean, and that goes on both. I'm not just saying for a female, for males, when they killing these young ladies because they, you know, break up with them or they don't give them their number and they, you know, cuss them out and, you know, beat on them or whatever. I'm like, dude, really? You can't get rejected without having to get physical with somebody because, you know, they don't want to talk to you or give you their number or be with you. I'm like, come on, it's not that major, man. Why? When did we get here to go from 0 to 1,000 that, you know, we break up? Oh, I gotta kill you. I always thought it was crazy when folks would slash tires and bust windows and all that other stuff when somebody broke up with them or cheated on them. I've been cheated on. I just roll me a J and kept it moving.
But I'm gonna tell you though, there was some point in my life when I was younger that, you know, toxic females was a turn on.
No doubt, we all went through that.
And but we don't know when a toxic female turns psychotic.
You know, toxic female.
There are always signs, and we have to be aware of those signs. Sometimes we choose to ignore those signs.
We do.
And as long as you recognize, like I sit there, I'm Black Dr. Phil for a reason. When I start seeing the trend, I either start withdrawing or I start taking precautionary measures.
How do you get away from the toxic female? Or over there, how do you get away from a psychotic?
I've only had, I don't think I've had a psychotic. I've had some crazy ones, but I couldn't consider any of them psychotic. Like I said, the worst issue I had was when we broke up. She didn't want to leave my house, and I had to physically pick her up and put her outside the door and close the door in her face. But other than that, I haven't had really too many crazy situations.
Man, I had a girl show up to my mother's house when I wasn't living there, and with her father with her.
Man, I had a girl show up to my
For me to be with her, she wanted her father to meet me, like we've been married or some shit. My mother was like, "Yo, they're here." I was like, "I'm not coming." my mother was mad as shit at me, but I was like, "Yo, you just gonna have to deal with this one."
Yeah, fathers was always funny to me because whenever I meet them the first time, they try to be the, you know, try to intimidate me. Like, yeah, I'm the dad. You know, you ain't getting my daughter's cheeks. You know, this is temporary. And by the second time I see him, we like best friends and shit. So I'm like, I get the angry dad role. Okay, yeah, I'm dating your daughter. You know, I'm having some fun with her that you don't like. But hey, it is what it
You
is.
smashed your daughter.
There's nothing he could say.
So what do you say?
Oh, what do I say? I don't.
Hey, Pop, not that.
like,
I get that.
like, yeah, what's for dinner, Pops? You know I'm staying for dinner, right? She told me I could. Nah, it's just yeah. Pops are always, if the father's in the life, that's normally, hopefully, a good sign because then she has a good understanding of what a good man is and what a man is, and then, you know, how to be responsible, how a man is supposed to act, so you don't have to deal with these females, like you said, that are toxic. And I think that's one of the things that go into it, that they aren't around men that are role models to them, that they can look up to and see how a real man is supposed to act and how supposed to treat them. So then they start dealing with some fuckboy that treats them however, and then they think that's the way a relationship is supposed to be. And then when they come across a good dude that tries to treat them the way they're supposed to be treated, they reject them or put them in the friend zone or just basically tell them go fuck off because they don't know, or excuse me, know better than the abuse that they went through or the, you know, bad relationships, because that's all they know because they haven't been shown that through, you know, a strong male in their life of what they should look for in a man.
A lot of females don't know what to look for in a man.
Yeah, most definitely.
They love little boys.
But they rarely admit it. I've only had like 2 females admit that they didn't know what they wanted. I asked them point blank, what makes you happy? They couldn't tell me. So I'm like, if you don't know what makes you happy, how in the hell am I supposed to make you happy? And they sat there for a minute and was like, you know what, you got a point. And I was shocked that they admitted that shit. I was like, oh, so I'm right about this. Thank you. Okay, I appreciate that.
I gotta pull up something that broke my heart on this day in 1986. It traumatized me so deep.
Oh shit!
Something that broke my heart.
I just
It was the
listened to
day
you.
1986.
that Optimus Prime died.
It traumatized me.
Transformers the movie, that was my shit.
Yeah, I was a Transformers fan too. I had Optimus Prime. I had a lot of the Transformers.
It was the day Optimus Prime died, son.
But I couldn't get into the latest movies, man. I think I saw like the first three, and after that, I lost track.
The day Optimus Prime died.
Marky Mark was in it. I was kind of like done.
But in honor of that, we were about to go on a quick little music break. We're gonna remember Optimus Prime from 1980. Transformers the movie, that was my shit, dog.
But in honor of that, we're about to go on a quick little music break. We're gonna remember Optimus Prime from 1986. Transformers the movie, that was my shit, dog.
Now, let's go right now. You know, baby, let it up, let it blow. Top down, let's go right now. You know, baby, let it up, let it blow. Baby, let it up. Oh, baby, let it up. Baby, let it up. Feel the same way when you always touch. It's like the shit we gave each other. Cause everybody makes mistakes. Sometimes all it takes is a little space. Girl, I want you. The love and feelings never change. And I know that it's been a long time, but I'll never forget what you said. You told me that you were my babies. Why, that's the reason that I'm saving myself for you. Top down, let's go, let's ride. Let's go, you know. Baby, light it up. Down, let's go. You know, baby, light it up. Let's go right now. You know, baby, light it up and let it blow.
Play one more song.
Yeah, you know we got to play the Renegade joint, right? You know we got to play the Renegade joint, CB3.
You know it. Renegade 703, baby. Hottest in the DMV.
You do when you've been under pressure, and it's just pulled up. You try to be about that action, and you just pulled up. The motion you've been showing, nigga, you've been deal with. It's just cold out. Round and I won't lay you down. That's some real shit. Push me up under my foot. You even extra grams there. Chasing money while you about 4,000 miles, Jake Brandon. I need a grand just to sit down. Give a fuck about you, bitch. You know that you can't stand fast. Money on the table after 2 years. But I'm blessed, dog. Came from a long way. First year, head man, can't think later. Head man, real niggas make. I love you, man, I need you haters. I need money, so fucking right. I see you go far. Be okay. Your money look at top. Okay. My family make a call. It's gonna be okay. Cause I just got this strong. It's gonna be okay. Gonna be okay. Be okay. We gon' be okay. Be okay. Talking about a bank out. So do what I say so. You gotta do is get a bank out. Stack of bricks like you got some bank out. So high that I need a halo. So step pockets on break go. Get it jumping like I got a Kango. Looking at you from a different angle. I'm a star in this big spangle. You not gonna tell me what I can't do. You mad nigga cause I hate you. Need my money sick, then Frank blue. We talking money by length. We talking plugs that things go. We all black like rainbow. Got the game choke, no spring go. Taking these shots.
What up, Black Boy? What up?
What you miss? Talking to ops. We don't give a fuck. Don't give a snitch. If I'm on the block, I don't say a word. Don't need assist. If I'm on the clock, I gotta get mine. My time is my rent. I see you go far. It's gonna be okay. When your money looking tough, it's gonna be okay. Tell my family make them tough. It's gonna be okay. As long as I just got it strong, it's gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. We'll be okay. We gon' be okay. We gon' be okay.
And yeah. Like that joint CP3?
You know it, man. Renegade showing his versatility, man. He's definitely growing as an artist. You hear different types of flows, different types of sounds. Where to the fact, sometimes I gotta ask you, is that Renegade? Like, yeah. I was like, okay. You know, I wasn't expecting to hear that sound coming from him, but yeah, you definitely got some bangers.
Definitely. So, I got a question for all the fellas.
Definitely. So,
You going on a first date and your girl show up in this outfit right here. Is that appropriate to wear on the first date?
you going on a first
I
date?
got a question for the ladies. Is that appropriate to wear on the first date?
All I know is if
If she wears that, what do you think is CP3?
I got a question for the ladies.
first of all, I'm thinking she obviously doesn't know who the hell she's going out with because she can't wear something like that on the date with me. Because yeah, I'm gonna be thinking about when the night over. I'm gonna be like, let's go back to the house and watch a movie and chill out. Because I'm thinking, this is gonna lead to somewhere I'm trying to go that night. But as it was said, Dave Chappelle said it best. Just because she may wear a ho's uniform does not make her a hoe, which is true. But it's very confusing because when you see someone dressed like that, you're automatically going to sexualize that person because of what they're wearing and what they're exposed, what you're seeing. Not saying it's appropriate, not saying it's right or wrong, but that's just what it is. It's human nature. So if you present yourself in that light, some folks are going to assume certain things when you wear something like that, especially on the first date. Now, if that's something you change into to get more comfortable when after the date and y'all back at the place and you're trying to do something, okay, that's one thing. But leaving out the house wearing that outfit, yeah, I'm thinking, yeah, I'm getting some cheeks. I'm getting some cheeks tonight. I told you I've had a young lady get upset with me because I didn't try to smash on the first night. So now I'm like, fuck it.
So my man Black Sport, thanks for the Invicta Watch. If you did Invicta Watch, go holler at my man Thomas Washington.
No doubt, and bracelet.
And bracelet, you don't see a man Invicta of the Pentagon Seymour. He said, yo, no harm, no foul. She's a free spirit. That's true.
No, I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying some folks might jump to a certain conclusion that she's not going to like, and it might cause a situation.
I think so. I think like
I've never had a young lady dressed like that on the first date. I mean, no, not like that, but worse that I mean, not saying worse, but the only thing I like coming out in tights or leggings, showing all your curves the first time, and I'm supposed to behave. I'm like, okay, this is obviously a test.
But
And
it doesn't make her a hoe.
no, it definitely doesn't. That's not what I'm saying.
But it will, as a man, it will get you aroused.
It will attract men who like women that are hoes and dress like hoes, because that outfit. Not saying you are a hoe, but maybe they've seen some hoes wear outfits like that, so they associate
So
you
basically, it depends
with
on the
that.
type of what you sound me to cut you off.
Nah, you good, you good.
But basically, what you're saying, it depends on the type of dude she's dating.
Definitely, yeah.
Because, if you're mature about it, you go about what Black Sports said. Yo, she can be a free spirit. It is what it is.
Yeah, she loves her body. That's cool.
If you just one of those, if you're a little young dude who will do this out trying to fuck, you just trying to fuck.
Yeah.
And on the real, just because you smash a girl the first time doesn't mean that make her whole you. Or the first day. I mean, I smashed the other that was all while I'm being boyfriend girlfriend for a while.
No doubt. Same here. There's nothing wrong with giving up the pussy on the first night. There's nothing wrong with it. It means you know what you want, you know what you like. The dude, you vibing with him, and you want to get that nut off just like he do. So I never look at a female that gives it up the first night as a whole. I've had it happen several times, and it's always a pleasant surprise when it happens.
Yeah. Black Sport is not playing fair. He just put in the comments. Then the Victor Watch and buy two, get four free.
Nah, go ahead, dog. Go, bruh. Go ahead, man. I was just
He's
thinking.
not playing fair.
I know. I was just thinking, like, I was looking at the boxes on the table today. I was like, I done had these for a while now. I done wore these. I think I went on something.
No, he ain't playing fair. He ain't playing fair. But I definitely want to talk about that. I definitely don't think, like, is it I mean, like I said, it all depends on if you're comfortable around that person and what type of dude that person is.
I mean, like myself, when I'm on a date with a young lady, I always go by the rule that I don't bring up sex until they bring up sex. Now, when you wear an outfit like that, that kind of throws off the whole dynamic, because it's like her outfit is yelling sex, but you don't want to talk about it because you don't want to seem like that's all you want, even though it's thrown right there in your face. I would say it's a difficult task for certain, men to try to handle that situation, because most men do think with their dick.
That's true.
Yeah, I used to be that dude.
I think you still are that.
Sometimes, only when alcohol is involved. Yeah, but yeah, it's a difficult situation for a male to be in if a woman comes out on the first day wearing that outfit.
I think so.
Definitely, because it's catch-22.
It is.
You can veer wrong at any given moment. She catch you looking at a nipple. You know what I'm saying? Then what are you looking at? Yeah. Bruh, ain't you?
Yeah.
Ain't nothing like a pretty nipple, man. Ain't nothing like a pretty nipple. Start the night off right. But yeah, it's.
So this week the Suicide Squad came out. I watched it on HBO Max the other day. It was directed by James Gunn, who did Guardians of the Galaxy. It's another attempt at the DC universe. Here are my thoughts on this one. One, I was just reading something. The Suicide Squad is the second lowest debut for the DC extended universe. It made more than Wonder Woman 1984. It made 26 million over the 3-day weekend. Wonder Woman 1984 made 16 million. Wonder Woman 1984 sucked. Suicide Squad, it's R-rated. So it's very dark.
The first one was too, pretty much.
Yeah, but this is a little bit dark.
So how come Will Smith didn't sign back on?
Scheduling conflicts. Which I think is because he's actually working on the Richard the King, the story of Serena and Venus Williams'
Oh,
father.
okay. Yeah, I thought that was about to be released out there.
Yeah. So it was scheduling conflict. So this is what I like and what I didn't. The movie was they put a whole bunch of expendable characters and they limited the name Suicide Squad. Our motherfuckers died within like the first 10 minutes.
Damn.
However, once again,
They put a whole bunch
but
of playable characters.
they did that in Deadpool too, also.
Yeah.
So,
10 minutes.
but
However,
a lot of people died in the
they
movie.
did that in
Um,
too. Also.
It was okay. It wasn't a great storyline. It was okay to me.
But,
Now some of the characters, like clearly, they had Idris Elba in there, and he played a character called Bloodsport, who I'd never even heard of. I had to look him up.
They had Idris Elba in there.
And basically,
He played
he was a stand-in for Deadshot.
who I'd never even heard
And his character in the comic books is way different than what it is in the movie. The movie actually made it a little bit cooler because it's weapons and stuff. But it's basically they took the stuff that they had for Will Smith character Deadshot and just gave it to him. Everything from Amanda Waller, basically having his daughter and all this other stuff. So it's basically, if you know the movie, the comic, like that's Deadshot's origin and stuff like that. Him trying to get his. And they showed it in the first movie, you know. So they literally just ripped that off. It just changed the name of the character because Will Smith couldn't come. I would have been. I thought it would have been better if they just recast Idris Elba as Deadshot. It'd been to be better. But Harley Quinn was in it. It's way better than Birds of Prey. Birds of Prey fucking sucks.
I thought it would have been better if they would have just recast.
That's a terrible movie.
Idris Elba.
But it's the better attempt.
But Harley Quinn was in it just way better than.
Yeah, I thought the first one was decent. Like I said, I'm not a big comic book guy, and you know, I know the difference between Marvel and DC. Marvel movies just outdo them in every aspect.
Yeah.
But the first one was cool. I haven't had a chance to check out the second one. But yeah, Will Smith, I liked him in the first role. I like Idris Elba as an actor, so I'm gonna see how it, you know. Like I said, I don't know all the comic book backgrounds like you do, so I'm not going to be as critical of stuff as you would be, since you know the whole background and all the origins and stuff. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if DC will ever get to the level of Marvel, because the directing is better, the casting is better, the storylines are better,
So,
everything.
Not even mean to cut you off, but this is actually with a Marvel director.
Oh yeah.
James Gunn is a director for Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
And the movie still is just okay.
The Guardians of the Galaxy, I like that one too.
Yeah.
But I'm a Zoe Zalanda fan anyway.
So my people just came into the building. DJ Grip is in the building.
What up?
Sade is in the
What's
building.
going on?
Oh yeah.
What up? She got some party cake.
Okay, all right. And, so we in the building just chilling. But we got a guy we was talking about. And we talked about the locksmith said, I could call it a verse, but I would call it a battle. I just thought it was a funny word to slaughter.
Well, yeah, guy we were talking about the locksmith said.
That mixtape shit killed me. Literally. Real quick though, Axl Rose from Guns N' Roses paid tribute to Biz Markie with a Just a Friend sing-along. It's funny because people forget how powerful the influence of hip hop is. You know, and how it touched. You know, and honestly, you know, I don't say I hate to say this, but it's true. You know what rock and roll came from? Came from us, you fucking clowns. Like real talk. I mean,
They don't want to have that conversation. They don't want to have that conversation. Let's keep it on that
everything. That's Lil
upbeat.
Richard.
Let's keep it on the upbeat thing with the Biz Markie. Let's keep it up.
Definitely. But Axl Rose paid tribute to that. I thought that was really hot. You know, anything hip hop related like that. But Biz Markie was a legend. I remember. Then I got DJ Brook in the building. I ain't gonna say I aged or anything like that, but I remember, like when the Vapors came out and Just a Friend, and then when he had all samples cleared, picking. I remember rhyming over those great beats, the Symphony, the Juice Crew, like.
We knew all them joints by heart too.
That record is rough raw. We played it so many times.
Yeah.
That record is rough raw.
I know. top billing. A lot of people don't even know who Audio 2 is, but the top billing beat is the beat like everybody does use.
Bruh,
And never give Audio 2 credit.
that
man.
beat changed my life, though.
Man.
As a young kid, I heard that joint. Like, yeah, that's that shit right there. That's when hip hop started taking over my life.
They never give Audio 2 credit, man.
You know,
Yeah.
hip hop took over. First song I really fell in love with hip hop was My Philosophy, KRS One. It was deep in his spoke. And then everything else was down from that. And then when I fell in love with the WA and all that other stuff that
I was never really a big NWA fan.
Hold on.
I
Super
liked it.
Thug was not a big NWA
No,
fan.
I liked them, but I wasn't a diehard fan of them. Just like Bone Thugs and Harmony, I liked them, but I really wasn't a stone cold like, oh, I need to go get that album when it come out. If I heard it, I was like, cool.
So quick confession, I've never owned a Bone CD.
Yeah, me neither.
And I fuck with Bone. So about 2 years ago, because we've been on lockdown, so it's been 2 years. I went to Bone came to the Fillmore, and so the line was long as shit, and it was like tons of black people. I was like, oh, we about to take over this motherfucker. Dog, so when Bone starts to perform, it's going good. Standing from on it, you could barely move. And then it looked like I was in a pile of cocaine. How the hell we get out no matter a Bone concert?
Hey, man.
The fuck these motherfuckers know about the first of the month?
They know how
Nigga,
to
your
sing
rent's
it.
paid by the first of the
They
month.
know how to sing it, that's about it. They can understand the struggle through the song, I guess. Never experienced it, but they can feel the pain.
Man, they had us outnumbered. I was like, where was y'all in the line when it was raining outside and shit?
They was waiting in the car at the curb. They got there an hour early. 'Cause
These
they knew it
niggas
was
that
over.
curbside service.
Yeah, man. That's when, rap started getting in trouble, when it started being heard by the little white kids in the suburbs, and mommy and daddy heard them playing it.
Well, I always tell people, your hip hop history. The reason we have rental accessory stickers is to Live Crew, NWA, and stuff like that. The thing about it was when NWA started going platinum and 2 Live Crew started going platinum, it wasn't because black kids were buying it, it was because white kids were buying it. NWA biggest fan base and 2 Live Crew's biggest fan base was white kids. I remember that. And by the way, speaking of 2 Live Crew, next week,
Yay.
if I wasn't being lazy, I would have the flyer, but you can look at the damn flyer on my page, so just scroll to it. Uncle Luke will be in the building. Next Saturday, we'll be at a secret location. Uncle Luke will be in the building. Hopefully I get some good pictures. The last time I actually seen Luke perform, I was probably in high school, and he got arrested for going down on a girl. We was at the cellar out in D.C., and he got arrested for going down on a girl. Like, they stopped, he had the whipped cream all over his face and everything. It's a hell of a show.
Sometimes you get caught up in the moment, man.
Yeah,
Some pussy in your face, man. Sometimes you just gotta
I mean, it was
eat
very
it.
CP3-ish.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If it's pussy in your face, man, if crowd or not, sometimes you just gotta eat it, dog. I'm sorry.
In front of the crowd, though?
Sometimes they can learn something.
I would never take excuses, but the stories you...
Nah, that's one thing I know. I know a couple of dudes that have done that.
Well, in a strip club?
Yeah, in the club.
In the club?
Yeah,
What, in the club?
in the club. Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
We never drank behind that dude again.
I would never even... They be like, yo, let me get a... No.
No. Nigga, you get your own bottle,
Nigga,
man.
get your STD lips away. Don't even talk. Like, when you talk, you turn your back. I don't even want to smell the STD through your breath.
Yeah, man. Motherfuckers. I was like, y'all niggas is wild.
That's the dude who put a lollipop in a girl's
Yeah,
vagina in the strip club and then took it out and licked it and sucked on it.
Now that number goes up exponentially because, I used to do security in the strip club, so I've seen that several times.
Eat something.
For what? They gave him the lollipop and they chose to put it in their mouth. What am I supposed to do? I'm like, no. Like I'm somebody's parent. No, put that out your mouth.
What if one of your boys you roll with did that shit?
That nigga in the back seat until I drop his ass off. Like, nigga, I don't even want to breathe the same air you breathe. Let's keep your head out the window like a dog, nigga. I don't know what you might breathe. Fuck coronavirus. You got the stripper club virus, nigga. You got 3 days to come back in my car before I know you're clear, nigga.
We're about to take a quick music break, but real quick, back on some comic book shit. Rosario Dawson, a fine ass.
Oh, yeah.
About to be the new Catwoman.
We're about to take a quick music break, but
How many times they gonna recast that role, man? God damn.
Well, have you ever seen the first Catwoman movie?
Yeah, with Michelle Pfeiffer.
No, the first Catwoman.
Oh, the first original. I
Catwoman movie.
can't say that I have.
Halle Berry was
have
in
you
it.
ever seen the first Catwoman movie?
That's the first one.
Yeah, first Catwoman movie.
Oh.
That movie was so terrible.
Oh, well, how did? Oh, yeah.
Let me tell you how terrible that was.
She was bad.
It was terrible.
The only reason I watched it because Halle Berry was in it.
Exactly. It was banging. No, nigga, we all watched it. But Halle Berry didn't help me, right? So the villain had super makeup.
Nigga, we all watch.
It's very few. It's a comic book movie. I've only watched it once in my life. It's a comic book movie. I was working at Blockbuster when it came out, and I watched it once.
It's a comic book movie.
That tells you how terrible that movie is. It had Halle Berry and Sharon Stone, and it was still garbage. That shit was hot garbage. I would rather listen to. I'd rather listen to a Young MC mixtape than to ever watch that movie ever again. That movie was terrible. Like Halle Berry just, I was like, guy even how she got her power. It's so terrible.
Yeah, I think I only watched it once myself also.
And you gotta be high or drunk to watch that shit.
Sad. But it's a lot of Hollywood bombs out there. That's a whole nother show in itself.
Do that movie?
Huh?
Did DC do
Of
that?
course, DC did that movie. 90% of all the terrible movies that come out for superheroes are done by DC.
Suicide Squad.
It was okay.
The first one.
The first one was better.
Yeah.
The second one was okay. It's a little dark, but I like, to have a sixth sense of humor, so I like the people dying for randomness, but really they took that from Deadpool too. Like, when Deadpool did the whole X-Force thing and they jumped out the helicopter and they all died within within the first 10 minutes of the movie, they did the same thing.
Go ahead.
Do you think they actually want to do a Joker and Harley Quinn movie? Like,
No, because Jared Leto sucks as the Joker.
oh, it's pretty good. I mean,
So we have Jack Nicholson, we have Keith
top
Ledger,
tier.
and then we have down here. Okay, well, then we have Mark Hamilton, cartoon Joker, and then somewhere underneath my shoe we have Jared Leto's Joker. Oh yeah, we got the first. Oh yeah, he's top tier.
He was
Yeah,
fine too.
he's top tier. Jared Leto's Joker has me. The only person that the Jared Leto's Joker is decent with would be who did the Joker movie? What's the nigga name from Walk the Line?
Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix. That movie fucking sucked too, right? Yes. The movie was trash. That movie they tried to make the Joker movie. First of all, it's like a stupid origin of the Joker, and it's not even a real origin. And then it doesn't tie into any of the DC movies. And I used to play that movie time when I can't sleep. I put that shit on.
There's gonna be a lot of stuff. I be wanting to call you, and it still makes sense. I don't remember this happening like this.
This shit was trash.
Yeah.
DC, Warner Brothers, this shit was trash. Let me play a video. See if you gonna like this video.
Alright.
It's No Pressure by BWA.
What does BWA stand for? Let me guess.
It's No Pressure
I
by
can
BWA.
tell you. It's women, scandalous outfits, and you should dance for a baby.
Who knows? They might be a baby mom. Get them on the show.
Yes, Uncle Nick. Uncle Nick. Uncle Nick played that Jack.
I heard that show. I heard that. Yeah, I heard that.
We don't think that name.
Okay. I heard that show. Yeah. What on here told that show.
You got a title?
What that there? What that there?
Well, you got a vodka, Joe. I see you got vodka.
Nah, I'm not. I'll take the rum. Yeah, I ain't know the white liquor get me in trouble. White liquor get me in trouble. Just like white women. They get me in trouble though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It hit.
That's a great tip. Great tip. The great tip rum. The Jamaican rum. Yeah.
Better go to smoke out, nigga.
That's what I'm coming to. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I ain't ready for this one. I swear to God, I ain't ready for this one. Bro. Like, niggas ain't
That shit's strong. That shit's strong. I need this ice to melt. Shit. Tastes like a shot. This can't be legal.
Yeah, you know it. Leave a grown man in tears and take the keys to the Benz with my friends. So we can't everywhere, right? That's stay. I got it everywhere, right? Yeah.
You look like I was lit out there.
You probably
Yeah, CP3. Like, what you shaking your head for, man?
We definitely getting pulled up on off of this shit. This shit right here,
So,
this shit can't be legal.
so this is my folks. This is my folks.
Tiana Tasty everything.
Tiana takes these joints. She got an IG page.
Follow me.
So this is my folks.
Tiana Tasty. Tiana Tona. Tasty Tasty.
You want to give them the mic and we can tell them?
Where I go? Over here?
Right there, right there. Come right to the bar.
Hey y'all. Okay, so I'm Tiana and I have a drink. Use my label. I ain't got a drink now, but it's Tiana Tasty everything. That's Teona Tasty everything.
This ain't a drink. This the
Oh, this
whole
is the
bar.
rum
This the
punch.
whole bar. This ain't a drink. This is the
rum
bar.
punch. All my Caribbean folks know about Red Nephew, but
So I'm loving this shit.
All I can do is shake my head, y'all. I didn't been sipping. I'm waiting for this ice to melt because I think I think she might have put a bottle in just one by itself, man.
First of all, you already know at the bar. Who you think hang around with?
Yeah, baby. Like I'm saying, I'm used to the straight shot. I'm not used to it in this presentation and still tasting like a straight shot. That shit caught me off guard. I was like, oh Lord.
Let me tell you the giveaway. When I say my folks, like not everybody is my folks. Like I be like, hey, y'all know this nigga. When I say my folks, you already know it's coming with some wicked.
I might gotta put some water in.
It's like the first initial.
Yeah,
but once you keep sipping,
I know that you know because you start feeling shit, you go numb. Talking about you get used to it.
So and I also do wings, jerk wings. I do hot wings. I do muffins, zucchini muffins, pound cake, rum cake, drunken slices.
Rum cake. You mean cake?
Oh, and I got dirty apple too. I make 3 drinks, and I'm coming out with another one, a martini for my tequila.
So, I tell you what we're gonna do. So usually that section over there is for artists, right?
Mm-hmm.
We'll have you bring your stuff, and actually, if you want to make it live on air, you got the ingredients though.
Right.
But you just want to, bartend it a little bit, adjust it up. You definitely do it.
Okay.
We can definitely do it.
Yeah, let me know. I need a designated driver that night.
Lady Internet, that means you're going to be driving that night.
Lady, I'm going to have to ride with you that day because I'm going to have to figure out how to make it home tonight.
It's going to be a vibe. It's going to be a vibe.
I might got to put this in the freezer for later.
You have to play some dancehall. A little bit of dancehall.
So, it's about New Year's, about 2 years ago, I went over there. Man, the food was off the hook. The food was off the hook. It was banging.
Told you last New Year's party I went to. 151 was involved.
You know what? Don't.
And Bacardi Lime.
Don't speak evil my namesake.
Bruh. I don't know. I woke up on the pull-out couch with a big girl, man. That's all I remember.
Ain't nothing wrong with the fluffy.
Nah, but yeah.
Did she take it from you?
I think I might have gave it up, man. I don't remember, man. Like I said already, it was New Year's. I was over my cousin's house. He was having a good time.
It's the fact that you don't remember it.
Yeah, I don't remember a damn thing. I don't know if I got freaky with the joint. I know I just want to know to the degree of what I did. That's all I need to know. How freaky did I get that night? You know?
I mean, you brought it in when it came out.
Let's just say I got the fuck up out of there by like 8 a.m. I was gone.
Oh man.
I want to pull out couch.
Hey. A lot didn't happen on pull out couch. Obviously, some people forgot to pull out.
I'm glad I did pull out that night. Shit. I hope I did.
But
a lot didn't happen on pull out couch.
Definitely follow her. It's a good ass punch.
Yeah, if you like to get turned up, yeah, you need to get this shit.
And then we got my man DJ Grip in the building.
I'm already feeling it.
So I salute people who are more like, I've been blessed. I say it like this. I got people that are friends that are more like family. My little nephew shot birthday is coming up. And I love my sister, but they be asking me some of the craziest things. So I talked to my sister because her birthday was Chicana. Salute to my sister. Her birthday was Friday. Happy birthday. So my sister always say crazy shit like, "Oh, you going to Miami? I didn't know you and Lil Ray Sean was going to Miami." I was like, "You realize the I've been posted for like 2 months." And then she'd be like, "I don't go on Facebook. It's on all my social media." But so she hit me up. I called her today. I wanted to see how what she did for her birthday and stuff like that. So we talking, and she's like, "Yeah, because my nephew's birthday is on the 5th of September." So she's like, "Hey, we're doing a party for Shy on the 5th." I said, "Cool. Well, I want you to come." I said, "I'll be there." She goes, "But I kind of want you to DJ."
I want you to come. I said, I'll be there. She goes,
And I was like, why? She was like, because I was looking.
no.
This is what kills me when people say stuff like this, CP3. She said, I was looking for DJs.
I was looking. This is what kills me.
And I was pricing them.
She said, I was looking for DJs.
What field am I in?
And I was pricing.
What am I around?
Wait.
So then I was just like, yeah, don't worry about the DJ. I'll call somebody. I'll get. I said, I'll pay for a DJ and I'll get somebody. So she goes, oh, for real, yeah. Then she calls me back and goes,
Don't worry about the DJ. I'll call somebody. I'll pay for a DJ.
I know you want to party with your nephew,
So she goes, oh, for real, yeah.
but I'll pay you
She calls me back and goes,
to take pictures.
I know you.
Jack of all trades, right?
That's what that said.
Right, that didn't even like as much as you like flashing that camera around and taking pictures, please. That's
I was like, Chicago, I was going to take pictures anyway.
you're right. How's the camera? How's the camera going?
Oh, it's going good.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
You got it, man. I got the camera here, but we set, man, we got so turned up, we didn't even do the video in Miami. But we got a gimbal and then just practicing with the gimbal and stuff. We really did set the gimbal to balance the weight of the camera. But it's,
That's what's up. I see you getting better with it. All the pictures you snapping. I'm like, okay, getting better with it.
Yeah.
Getting better with it. That's what's up.
your eyes are getting cheeky, sir.
Bruh, this cocktail that I'm sipping on ain't.
Massage her a little bit.
Bruh.
Shake it.
It's massaging me right now. Shit. Motherfucker got me like, relax. Take
You know
it
the funny thing is,
slow.
I got a confession.
What, man?
It ain't coming.
He is a side.
See?
I'm glad I ate. I'm glad I ate good.
Be in
Shit.
your stand with Tiana Tasty Rum punching. You want to punch your hand, make you feel like close your eyes. You want to island. Eat this hand. Tiana Tasty Rum punching your hand. It all goes together.
You damn right. You close your eyes. You think you on the island. You ain't never lied. If I close my eyes right now, y'all might not hear from me for another hour. This motherfucker zoned the fuck out. No doubt.
Oh man. Oh, yeah, this shit good as well.
This will get somebody in trouble. You get it to a young lady, man. I don't know. She be like, she put something in my drink. Like, no, I didn't. She put something in your drink. I ain't put nothing in there. I just gave you the pouch.
One, maybe two.
Two.
Three, I'm good.
Two. Who can drink two of these on
Me,
this?
like three.
Me? I might do about three. I
Man,
might do about three, maybe four. Depends what day of the week it is.
What?
two of these, y'all better lock me in my room. 'Cause somebody would get pregnant that night. This shit's crazy.
I gotta play some theme music. I think if CP3 had the Leopardies, he gonna be like, I'm on the phone.
Lady Antoinette would say to taste this shit. She probably love this shit.
Where your bitch at?
No doubt. Where you be at?
Just know why you did you. It's just that.
Oh yeah, shit.
It's just that.
That shit crazy. That's what it tastes like. That's what I like. That's why he like, yeah, this shit right, because it tastes like straight liquor. Like I said, I'm waiting on the ice to melt some more. I'm about to get that blow dryer or something. Shit. Put this bitch in the microwave. Oh, you definitely get your money worth.
Politicians, come on.
I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it.
Position. Competition.
And I can never trust me.
Come on.
Where you bitch at?
It's just that planning.
It's that getting there.
And where your bitch at? She don't just know why. Where you get you be on that planet, just know why. What that you tell? It's just that planet, it's that and my only option is to get rid of you. I'm get literal. I started this shit. I'm way too original. I gotta get rid of you. You know, man, I'm no speaking. I'm way too original. No way to do the game on lock. I call the figure from the camera. You catch it, niggas.
It's so beat you up. It's so beat you up for
A little
real.
hot. I bet.
y'all.
What you did? How I on these on the street and improve. I'd rather be pussy or be the case. I'm on the bitch cause I'm always rocking with my ace. He never been a better dance in space.
Renegade.
Let's go. Where your bitch at?
She on the phone, trying to figure
Where you lit at?
you on your own. Just know why. What did chit chat? I'm on the road. It's just that planet, miss that get back.
Yo, if you want to get lit, you need to get one of these pouches.
No doubt.
If you want to get lit, if she on the phone asking where to get lit at, she ain't gotta go to the club.
Yeah.
She want these motherfucking pouches.
Yeah.
Get a pouch for you,
Oh,
get a
me.
pouch for her.
I
Yo,
know.
you be turned.
I know
Hey, yo, I
somebody.
got the juice, okay?
I know
Yo,
somebody that knows somebody.
Yo, if you can't get pussy on these pouches, your game is beat.
I'm dead.
Well, she just using you for the drink. That's She can't afford to go to the bar. She's like, give me one of them pouches. I'll come over. Next you know she's gonna play fucked up and shit. I don't feel like it. Fuck that whole pouch.
You can't get no go up that pouch. Yeah, your player card, you gotta retire.
I'm going through my mental Rolodex right now. Who can I call tonight? Not tomorrow. Tonight. Tonight.
Yo, these are good though. It's good.
Yeah, they definitely potent. Yeah, they definitely potent.
I'm so glad I got to come. Y'all let me bless y'all at the bar one radio.
Yeah. Yeah, Lady Antoinette's gonna be upset. I'm gonna just rub it in like, man, you gonna miss it. That shit was bomb. Had me fucked up halfway through it.
Don't get ashamed because you won't be fat.
Hey, I'm the one that got to sit beside it. You got this. You at least got 6 feet. I got to make a quick dive and get away, tuck and roll and shit.
Oh. Shout out to Tamika Joy. She's watching. I interviewed Tamika Joy this week. I was on her show. Shout out to Stars with Tamika Joy. I got the interview with her. We had a great chat. So real talk, and I always say this: we support everybody. So doesn't matter if you're a podcast, artist, whatever, we support. And it was just really great because she actually said, "Oh, we're 51." I was like, "What's up?" She's like, "Y'all want to interview you?" Hey, that's a weird thing. But we had a great time. Good interview.
I've actually turned down a couple. I was like, no.
Why?
I don't know, man. Like here, we cool. Y'all know my past. They try some expose shit, trying to pull some shit out. I'm gonna fuck a motherfucker up, man. I don't play that shit on the air, man. You're like, you back in 1999, we saw you on the block doing this. Motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time
What they're
for
gonna
that
do is they're gonna be like, so you say you have no kids, right?
Oh yeah, they're gonna bring out a little motherfucker with a
Next
match.
thing you know, they're gonna be like, Q in our next guest, and then the video chat goes, is this your son?
He has your
Water
hat.
the father.
He has your hat. That's your son. I don't know, man. I mean, I've had a couple of offers, but I'm looking to expand on our show. I got a couple of things in the works. So
I've got some things going on. As always, like, dog, we just have fun with it.
no doubt.
At the bar, we play independent music, we have great conversations, and we just have fun with it. And we act the fool. Right. My man hit me up and was like, Blockbuster. Yeah, I was working at Blockbuster for 6 years.
Man, y'all know back in the day, that was the spot on Friday night. That was the night everybody was in that motherfucker Friday night trying to get the new release and shit. That was before Netflix and chill. Man.
So let me say, oh yeah, you know DJ Group was
That's right. Yeah.
So,
Yes.
I wanted that crew.
so let me tell you some funny stories.
That crew.
Yeah, so I'm gonna tell you some funny shit about Blockers. So one night the dude almost got beat up in Blockers.
So let me tell you some funny stories about boxing.
So my man Jeff was like the nicest motherfucker in the world. He was the nicest guy.
Don't tell me Jeff. I can't see Jeff.
Matter of fact, he was with
My
us.
man Jeff.
It was we were closing, and you know we was on Duke Street. So you know where the safe was when I was counting the money, and there was the dude, his movie pass credit card, it had expired or something. So Jeff politely said, "Hey,
His movie pass
yo, excuse me, sir. You know, the card on file, I need to change the card on file because it wasn't charged this. And CP3, he's the nice guy of the group. I'm the asshole, but I'm also the manager. So the dude was like,
Let me speak to your manager.
no, he did something even worse.
Oh, Lord.
So he starts cursing at Jeff.
So the dude was like,
I politely put the money in the drawer in the safe, close that motherfucker, walk. I didn't even walk. I walk in between where you can't get out. So now you can't escape the conversation because I'm where the exit is. The grip knows. I'm like where the exit. So to get past and to get past the exit, you have to go past me. You really can't because I'm not small. I ain't the biggest dude. I ain't a small dude either. So I'm like, so did you just curse at my employee? He was like, what? I said, did you just curse at my employee? I said, your credit card on file is not valid. I said, now, did you just curse at my employee? Oh, I said, no, I heard you. He was like, I said, you apologize. I made him apologize. He was like, now change your card. I was like, yo, you ever cuss my employee again? Because Brooke would say, my favorite line was, if you say something wrong, I'd be like, yo, I will ban you from the store. I was like, you curse my employee again. And I ban motherfuckers from the store. I would call the feds and have you just sort out that motherfucker.
Yeah, I just knocked the nigga out and just called it a day.
I really can't because I work and I gotta pay bills.
Yeah, true.
So, we used to have a rack. Like one day customer service called. Customer service called me because a customer said they returned the movie. And I was like, no, you didn't. And they was like, well, I did. And I was like, no, you didn't. They was like, well, we want to call customer service. I said, go ahead. There's number right up there. It's like, what's your name? Rakeem. What's your last name? You don't even know. I'm the only person here named Rakeem. I can guarantee you, there ain't nobody in the store named Rakeem. So they called, customer service called. I was with Jeff again. And they were like, yo, the customer said he returned this movie. I was like, he didn't. They was like, well, could you go and look for it? I was like, no.
And they were like, yo,
So Jeff is dying. She's like, did you just tell the customer service no? I was like, yeah. I was like, no, I'm not going to look for it. He was like, why? I said, because at the early part of this day, it's when we have an FOS, found on shelf report. Every day I do this at such and such time. That movie is not here. Unless they ripped off the sticker. They ripped the sticker. It's not my fault. So, as far as me looking for it, shit ain't gonna happen. No. No. And Jeff looked at me and said, oh, did you just tell customer service no? I said, what the fuck they gonna do? I would tell them no all the time. So then we just got known for telling niggas no.
Sometimes no means no, man.
Man, I kick kids out the store.
I forgot all about that. Till you said that.
Yeah.
I used to hate doing those. I used to
love it because it gave me options to tell people no. I petty shit about it. Don't let me have to walk all the way to the back and these niggas come get me for something stupid. They already knew, like, if I'm in the back and I'm doing something all the way in the back, like getting the candies or the sodas or these movies ready, and the motherfucker goes, I want to talk to the manager. They're already thinking, damn, they got Raheem. He gonna be mad as shit, but he told me.
Like they probably try not to call you for no bullshit.
When they call me, they already know they're going to me no. Am I lying for real? Yeah, I tell people no with a straight face. I be like, no. I be like, no. They be like, what? I'm like, he's like, but y'all the only place open at this point. I was like, but it's a balance of your account. So no. Have a nice day. They called the customer service on me again. They was like, this dude said, you will not let him rent. I was like, no, not I won't let him rent. I just told him he needs to pay his balance. Tell him to run me my money, and then he's ready.
Oh, he ain't mentioned that shit.
They be like, can you just let it go this one time? I'm like, no.
Question. Like, you know, back in, I guess back before DVD, Blockbuster, you know, you had to rewind, VHS, you had to rewind. Was that like a big deal for y'all? Like,
I wasn't there.
You wasn't there? I don't know. I don't know.
You know, I mean, I've been in jail, but I probably been cussing motherfuckers out like that.
Always around my tapes, man. Always around my tapes.
Oh, that's the throwback.
Now, at that time, I was probably working at KB at the time. So.
Up until 2 years ago, I still had a VCR.
What the fuck?
Bruh,
I never missed shit like that.
I got football tapes. I got football tapes on VHS that I need when I was coaching, man. Yeah. I still, when I moved, I lost my VCR, my VHS tapes, man.
So let me tell you about the funniest story in Blockbuster. You might want to take a sip of your pouch.
Oh shit. I'm already fucked up.
So we're doing overnight. It's me, Grip, and the manager. I don't know his name. So it's me, Grip. You were there. And the manager was a white dude, right? And he thought. Please be kind, be fine. Yes, indeed. He thought, he was like, I think I get more black girls than you. And I was like, nah.
Say what?
What am I talking about? And she was like, yeah. I be like, bro, you couldn't get more black girls than me on my worst. It's only day black girls. So what else?
I remember that now.
So,
was he drinking one of these?
No, he so we're talking, and we're talking guy talk. So we're all talking about sex and girls and stuff. And then out the blue, he goes, "Who doesn't like getting their dick sucked and then having a finger up their ass?" And it just got quiet. So
whatever you like.
So Grip is like, 151's about to get him. My man Chuck is like, huh? And he got real quiet for a second, and I can see Grip counting down his line. He's like, 5, 4, 3,
Get up.
2. What are you talking about, dude? So I used to violate the manager. I used to violate what's the name all the time. He used to try to go back and forth with me. One day he told me, yeah, it was like 50-50. Yeah. It was 90.
Don't try to out shit talker. It's not gonna work. I love that shit. I tell him like, why are you even trying? Don't do it. You're gonna hurt yourself.
And I was just wondering.
Yo, the one thing is
weekly. It was weekly.
Sometimes I come in like, yo, why you even look like this? And then Griffy used to sit there and just laugh at the shit. Griffy would be like, I don't know if you want to do that. Griffy does those subtle warnings, but like, I don't know if you want to do that. But if you do, go right ahead.
This is your choice, free will, baby. I'm just telling you this, baby. I don't know how it's gonna turn out for you.
I don't know if you want to do that.
Yeah, I had those.
I mean, you're starting to like. What people don't realize is that we grew up on a block where one of our friends is a professional comedian.
I mean, you're talking to like.
If you couldn't jump on the south side, nigga, you have the weakest people in the world.
Oh, yeah. We go for the jugular, man. We don't, like I said, I done make motherfuckers ready to fight at some of the shit I say because I don't give a fuck.
I have people, because I used to talk about people's breath.
And get personal.
I used to talk about people's breath for no reason. So I just be like, somebody may say hi, like,
like I said, I talk about your dead grandmama, your aborted fetus, your dead kitten when you were 2. I talk about everything just to piss you off.
I mean, I told somebody their breath smelled like train. Like I had people, they were so scared when I came around, they would carry mints. No lie, no lie.
You gotta have tough skin.
Niggas would just leave when I come
But
around.
the funny thing is, though, I would never smell these people. People actually thought I was smelling their breath. I would just do, you come up to me like, what's up? And I'd be like, for no reason. Like, I would just do.
Yeah, just to fuck with people.
Like, one of these days, my homegirl, and she's a nice Christian lady now, Bridget.
Oh,
Why you have to say it like
So she wasn't before.
We were all in a circle talking, and Bridget was walking. And Bridget used to wear a lot of weed.
Mm.
And Bridget came up to us and was like, "Hey guys, hey, what's up, King?" And I don't know why I had this, but I had a lighter that flame used to be like this big.
Oh, I already know this.
You done burnt that cracked off.
I didn't burn. No. When she got to a certain distance, and when she said hello, I went click, and it got like real close to her head, and she just took off from it.
You thought she was about to be bald headed. She had to get him out of there. Said, fuck tuck and roll, I'm just gonna roll.
The bad part was she didn't do nothing to me. I just flicked the lighter. Someone told me. Somebody told me, it's like, you heard she was bullied outside.
Lucky
Bully.
she didn't come back and stab you, man. You know how women are about their hair, man.
She was like, I was like, no, we protected y'all. They was like, you did. But then you beat us up when you got more. I was like, yeah, you're right. She was like, I was like, no, we were protected y'all.
Right.
But now we ain't had nothing to do.
how many wrestling moves you put on somebody over there next to your mom's house in that field out there? You know what I mean? In that grass out there.
Real talk. So when I first moved down the highway, I was with my grandmother Virginia. I had this thing called the DDT World Tour. And I would just go around DDT down the highway. If you never see wrestling, you never know that the DDT is a move where basically you block somebody and you drop them on their head. So you put them like a headlock, a reverse like headlock, drop them there. So there was a water fight in the Meadow Woods. I tell some of the craziest stories. So see, you should enjoy this story. You just sipping away.
I'm enjoying this drink, baby.
Yeah.
Good
So,
God.
there was a water fight, and this little girl walked up to me. But she wasn't little, but she walked up to me and said, how come you're not winning? And I looked at her and I said the realest thing. I said, there ain't nobody stupid enough to throw water on me.
No bullshit.
So she decided. So she threw the water. So she went to run and I cried. And then she starts yelling. She's like, help, help, help. And everybody turned. Look, see, they all turned and looked at the collector. It was like, no.
By yourself. Sis.
And she got DDT. And, let me get that out the way first.
She done got RKO.
Right.
They were doing that.
Right.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So she goes, they tell her, it's like, yo, that's the one person you don't do that to. So I let her go. She tried to run, and all I did was step in front of her, and she ran into a DDT. And when she got up, I was like, yeah, that's why I don't want to go. I remember we was at a wrestling. You know when you worked with me at KB?
Mm-hmm.
You know, was you there when I had my assistant Marco, the Spanish guy?
No, baby. I don't remember.
I think you were there with Marco. He was with me for a while.
I probably met him, but
Yeah, you were there. You know why? Because remember we threw a little Chinese boy through the bulk stack, and we had to rebuild the bulk stack overnight.
I'm just abusing minorities all over the place.
Yeah.
So the same Chinese boys I'm talking about, we used to all go over to Marco's house to watch wrestling. So Marco goes, we all drunk one night, and Marco goes, I think my king's gonna get you. You should just, he's drunk right now. You should just go fuck him up real quick. Oh, we're walking down the steps, and he's like, yo, you can take him, he's drunk. This is not my fault. He's like, yo. So he's hyping him up. He's like, yo, you should get him. He's drunk. You should get him. So then he came head first charging at me, and I put him in the position for the DDT. So I walked down the steps, and I walked him over to the grass. So this is how Marcos described it. He said, yo, you were standing up, and you were holding him. And he was like, the next minute, you were standing up, and he was on the ground.
He said, yo, you were standing up and you were holding him. And he was like, the next
Sometimes you got DDT a motherfucker, dog. How it is sometimes, man. Motherfuckers jump out of line.
He's probably done a lot of work.
Oh, dog, yeah, I have. Some shit I regret, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Why did you guys regret some shit?
I do. Now, in my older age, when I was younger, fuck them motherfuckers.
I'm surprised you actually.
What's your biggest regret? It's confession juice.
Why I gotta be on live?
What's your biggest regret?
Biggest regret was when I messed around and put somebody in a coma before they died.
What the fuck?
They did some shit that I blacked out, and all I remember is like 6 people pulling me off of him, and I fucked him up to the point where they had to induce a coma because he was fucked up to the point. That's when I had anger management issue.
Nigga, tell.
Yeah,
That's not a normal nigga shit.
The nigga put. I broke the cardinal rule. I smoked the blunt that I didn't see rolled in front of me. But this nigga put coke in the blunt and I didn't know.
Oh yeah.
And then the next day he told me about it and like it was a joke and
It's his
shit.
fault.
Yeah,
He was laughing.
like and some fucked up shit happened the night before that I almost killed somebody driving because I didn't know that shit was in my system.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
I ain't really fucked up.
I mean, I still regret it though, cause
Right. Could have handled it a little
Yeah.
better.
she had family and she had little kids and shit. I mean, but yeah.
Like you could have killed him. You could have went back there.
Or he could have
That
killed somebody on the way home.
That's it.
So he kind of, that's one thing now.
Yeah.
But other than that, I forget. I mean, I regret some decisions I made, but sleeping with her enemy, that.
Sleeping with your girl's enemy.
But she was sexy though. She was
What does
sexy.
that mean?
I'm just saying.
Nigga,
We technically weren't together. We had broken up when I had smacked.
It's still her friend.
That was her enemy. It was her enemy.
Oh well, it's still girl code. That doesn't even work.
I know. I wasn't shit back then. I told you. I was a side motherfucker.
Wow.
He knew it was her enemy.
I know. That's what makes it even worse.
And it wasn't my fault that she was so sexy and her enemy. We weren't together. We technically weren't together at that time.
Okay, let me ask you something. Did you do it to piss her off, or you did it because you just didn't give
I
a
just
fuck?
fell into the pussy.
No, it's both.
No, I wasn't mad because she was a good girl. She was taking care of me. It was just I was a piece of shit. I was hustling. I was getting pussy all over the place. So I was hard to say
He's
no.
one of those dudes that be like, well, I got caught cheating, but what happened was I was walking by the
Everything that look good ain't good for you.
I know.
I was walking by the ball naked,
Pussy
took
was
a
good.
banana, fell into it.
Pussy was good. I mean, sometimes it happens. Like I said, this was in my 20s, so I was living a life, man. I was making good money at work. I was hustling, making good money on the side. I had chicks pretty much throwing the pussy at me, and I didn't know how to say no to it. Shit happens.
You just didn't say no. You didn't know how to say no.
I didn't. I knew how to say it.
no.
No, I knew how to say it. I knew how to say it. I just didn't know how to mean it. I was like, no, I got a girl, and the next thing I know, my dick in her mouth. I don't know. Like I told you, that's my weakness, man. I can turn down pussy, but I cannot turn down head.
You can't turn down head.
I cannot turn down.
And you gotta be
head.
careful nowadays. Motherfuckers be quick to suck your dick, and the whole time might be a whole man.
Oh no, I ain't that quick. I ain't just gonna stick my dick in anybody's mouth. But, you know what I'm saying?
But apparently you wouldn't do your girlfriend's sister.
She had and the sad thing was her mouth was better than her sister.
On that note, I need to play a song.
Yeah, we need some music.
It's just
We
fact.
need some music.
It happened.
And with my soul sister.
Who trying to wear if I suck your soul out? That's what I was looking for. Blame it on the alcohol. Good
I
God.
got the juice show. I told y'all.
Yeah, this shit right here.
I tagged myself in the comments.
I'm gonna go get something to eat pretty soon to feed this alcohol. Good God.
Because I still want to try.
They would hope he's not crashing up and talking about this.
Because I still want to try.
Yo, I got a fun story about that.
Can you handle it? Nigga, what? Period.
Give me three. Back, bro. Back. All that.
I still gotta drive home, motherfucker.
That's your point.
I got plenty. Hey.
My ID wasn't working, so okay, so we back. Let me tell you this funny story about this chick who was singing the song. So I know what it is. I remember her name and she had blue hair. So last Saturday at the DMV Indie Fest,
Let me tell you this funny story about this song. I know what this is.
I was working the door. They don't put me at the door because I have a winning personality. They put me at the door because I can be an asshole. So
You gonna get that money?
my partner, DMG, shout out to George, was like no ins and outs. So she kept on like trying to go in and out, and then she was trying to take a drink in and out. So then she was like, "But I don't want to leave my drink here because somebody may spike it." I'm like, "Well, drink this shit. Well, I'm not trying to be drunk. Bitch, you already drunk."
As an ex-security guy, you know how many times I done heard I done had that same discussion.
So with security, so then I had to tell her, I was like, because they told her not to do it.
Mhm.
So I looked at George and I was like, yo, she's the artist, right? Yeah. So her whole thing was she was talking, she kept throwing my man's name up in there. And I had to tell her, I was like, sweetheart, you got one more time to go in and out. Who the fuck you artist or not? You don't have to pay to get that. But she was like, but you know, I'm with George. I said, I know. But guess what?
So am I.
Yes. You're an artist. I'm a partner. It's a difference. Now you can, and then she kept getting smart with my security guard. I was like to my security, I said, yo, dog, she got one more time to get smart with you. And her ass ain't coming back in here. Don't give a fuck she performed or not.
And that's what they don't realize when you do security. You can make that call to not let your motherfucking ass back in. So you can talk all the shit you want.
I mean, he
can
was
shut
cool
your
with
evening
it. But my
down.
security guard was cool with me, so I was just like, oh, no, bro. She got one more time to say something. I said, if I see her say something slick to you one more time when you tell her to put the drink down, her ass ain't coming back in this motherfucker. And the thing is, one, let's dissect this fucking song. At best, it's minimal. It ain't great. It ain't the best song in the world.
Let's dissect this fucking song.
Okay. It's ass. Like no one was in here was like, oh my god, this is my shit.
The best song in the world.
It was just feeling music.
And yeah, it's
Right
fine.
on, CP3. Right on.
So then you carrying a song like this, and it's not even your best work, not even mixed properly. Keep it 100. But then you acted as if you the next version of Nicki Minaj. Well, I don't like her attitude anyway. So when you coming off like you the shit, when you some shit, it don't make no sense to me. Like, but
Humble yourself.
humble yourself and perfect your craft. Like, cause nigga like me, I don't give a fuck what you look like.
But my thing is, if somebody's speaking on that stuff, of course they're gonna big themselves. Of course. I mean, of course.
But be realistic about it.
But it might be there.
That
Reality for them.
Okay, because I was like, I heard that. I was like,
It's shit.
okay.
So here's the thing. I humble. Here's the problem with artists. So one, artists don't know. Artists don't know the business side of music. And this is where people like me come. Having a proper mix is Renegade mixes all his music himself. So this is what artists do. Artists, because nowadays you have to pay for your mix down separate. So a lot of times artists go to a big studio, they get what we call a rough draft. So that's it's not even mixed properly. And then they want to go perform this rough draft. So the levels aren't right in it. The vocals aren't right in it. And like you can barely hear the beat. And sometimes the vocals are too high but the beat's too low. Or the beat's too high and the vocals too low. And not knowing the business, but you too busy thinking you the shit to understand the business. You know.
Or somebody hating. Or somebody hating.
Yeah. Your motherfucker accused me of hate because they sent me a shitty ass song. And we told him, I was like, oh, this is a B-side stuff. Oh, sound like you hate. Fuck, I'm hating for you sent me this song. I ain't gonna hate you to send this shit.
Bullshit.
You know.
But people can't take constructive criticism.
Well, then this is the wrong
Yeah,
game.
you can't be in the music game, man. That's what we
You can't be in
talking.
the music.
But sometimes you gotta be built for that. I mean, you gotta be built up for that. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
everybody don't come in.
True,
You know.
but you have to have that understanding that some people are going to critique you. Shit, some people
Right.
are going to come at you in a foul way that you might not like, and some are going to come at you
So
constructive.
every now and then, like, shout out to my man in New Zealand. His whole family is talented.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
He sends us music, boom, 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 and everything he sends us has been a hit.
It's been fire.
But then it's people that send us music, and then like we critique the artist, and he took the critique, and he was like, yo, I appreciate that. Then we critique somebody, and the motherfucker took the tape. We critique the artist.
I get it.
You hold on. You went to your Facebook, saw my show, sent their music to my email. We critiqued it, but we're all hating. If your shit's hot, he's gonna contact me and say, yo, I'm gonna do a show on Monday. I need that music. So forward me that song. This shit's hot. It's gonna be played on 2 different shows. But if your shit's not, we'll play it one time and say what we feel, and it is what it is. It was one time we played a joint and it was a smoking song. I don't smoke. The internet don't smoke. It's like, I don't fuck with that joint. B3 was like, I fuck with that joint.
That shit
And then the dude was like, yo, it's a smoking song. I was like, okay. You know, cool. He says it's hot. And for a smoker to be like, yo, this shit's hot to him, he understands it. So that label is being hot. You know?
So,
It was hot too. It was hot.
You got to be tired.
Man. And I would.
Yeah, I bet you would.
Fucking right, baby.
Oh, man. But, you know, people do that to us all the time. So, CPD, what's going on with your Washington football team this year?
Oh boy, it's about to get real interesting. We got the first preseason game on the 12th going against the Patriots. Coach, as I mentioned earlier, Coach Rivera said that the ones will be getting some go that game. He want to see Fitzpatrick have command of the offense with the new weapons. Curtis Samuel, the prize wide receiver through free agency, looked like he won't get into any action until probably the last preseason game. He's coming off the PUP list and reserve COVID list. He was actually on the field today for the first time doing conditioning. The good news is the team is actually finally above the vaccination threshold. They're at 85% vaccinated now, so now they can start having team meetings and being in the same room together, and they don't have to go through the protocols that were intact for the teams that didn't reach that level. Coach said it was players getting educated, finding out the facts about vaccinations and stuff like that, and is with him just coming off of the cancer scare last year, his immune system is compromised. So, understand what your beliefs are, get educated, make the right decision. It's your personal choice, but look like most of the team is leaning in the direction of getting vaccinated to keep everybody safe with everything that's going on with the COVID. I mentioned before some of the things going on in camp. They had the Washington football team actually had a live practice at FedEx Field this past Friday night. I was trying to get down there, but having worked Saturday, that double, I couldn't make it down there. But from what I checked out from some of the reporters and some of the sources that I have, defense is looking great. They got Deron Payne back and Matty Unitas. Unitas hasn't taken the field yet. He's still getting him back in the physical football shape. Deron Payne, he was on the COVID list. He didn't test positive. He just had some of the markers or whatever, so he wasn't on the whole 10-day list because he's vaccinated. He was back out there. They said that him and Jonathan Allen were looking good together and freeing up space for the linebackers to do what they do. Jameem Davis, the first-round pick. Coach has nothing but positive things to say about him. Actually compared him to Luke Kuechly, all-pro linebacker that he groomed when he was in Carolina when he drafted him. So this defense, I love defense. So the secondary looks stacked. There's going to be some players getting cut that are going to be picked up elsewhere, which wasn't always the case with the Washington team. That folks will get cut and they'll be flipping burgers at Wendy's the next week because they weren't good enough to be in the NFL anyway, but they were good enough to make our squad. So the talent level is better. They've been drafting better, coming off 7-9 season, but they won a division. In my opinion, they beat Tampa Bay in the first round, but the refs were neglected to call some things that were there. And, I felt like they got short end of the stick in that game, and Tampa Bay should have never been the Super Bowl champions because in all essence, Washington kicked their ass that game if the referees would have called some of those holding penalties that the offensive line for Tampa Bay was getting on our defense. And Deron Payne said this week that week 14 against Tampa Bay is definitely circling his calendar because they gave up 500 yards and they feel like they left a lot of players on the field. So it's actually on November the 14th, the day before my birthday at FedEx Field. So let's just say I might be working on getting some tickets to that game. I might want to be there because I want to see that Redskins defense put Tom Brady under the new turf that they got at FedEx Field. Yeah.
Quick question. Who's your starting secondary on the back end? Curl and Collins? Do you think they start or what's your opinion?
From what I'm hearing, Cam and Collins have been on the field at the same time. Cam playing the free safety and Landon playing the strong. He's doing a lot of more hybrid work of being down in the box because with Jack Del Rio, he loves versatility. And with the signings that they have at the secondary, picking up Bobby McCain, top-rated free safety from Miami, and Daryl Johnson, another quality corner. Cam Curl, he can play the free, he can play the strong, and he can play corner. And with them drafting Benjamin St. Juste, they said that he's playing so well that he might be on the outside with Jackson. And they moved Kendall Fuller back to the slot, which is his strong suit, as opposed to him being on the outside. And then they're looking at Jimmy Moreland being the number 4 cornerback. And then with Cam Curl and Collins, it's going to be, to me, I can't stop smiling about it. I'm a defensive guy, and I know the defenses that Jack Del Rio is going to call, and with the versatility that he has at each position, that the opposing offense won't know what's called because you have players that can play linebacker or safety or play linebacker or D-line or can play safety or corner. You don't know where the pressure's coming from. So now the offense is going, instead of the defense having to be on their heels and worry about the offense, what they're doing, now the offense is going to be trying to worry about what the defense is doing. And when you get that extra split second of them trying to think and trying to figure out what you're doing, that's when mistakes happen. And that's when turnovers and things happen that benefits the Washington football team's offense. And with the addition of Fitzpatrick and the offense, they could possibly have the fastest offense in the NFL if everything works out right.
Danny Johnson make the team?
Who?
Danny Johnson, does he make the team?
Yeah, right now.
Because I like him. I like him.
But right now, the undrafted player they signed last year, Terry, I was reading an article, what's his name? He's out of UNLV. He was an undrafted free agent. He was with Miami and he was with I want to say Kansas City for a few weeks. We picked him up last year. They say that he's having an outstanding camp where he might push Greg Stroman and Danny Johnson off of the squad because he's playing so well. Yeah, so they said it's going to depend on how he plays in the game. He's definitely going to get some goals against the Patriots to see how he goes in game. If he continues to play in game like he's been practicing, he might be knocking some folks off of the roster. So yeah, it's definitely going to be. Yeah, I can't wait, bro. I can't wait.
Good competition. We
Okay,
like
I'm
that.
just gonna say this. I'm a Dallas.
I was about to, I know you was about when she said I'm about to say this, I already had that. I was about to toss my drink across the room. I knew something was wrong. She was cool up until that point. Son of a bitch. I knew it.
Shout out,
Son of a bitch.
shout out to Jerry's World and the whole Doc Squad, VQ, all that.
So, BB, there's a reason why I asked that question. I know she's a cowboy.
But I also
excuse me, the Washington football team talk. Okay, like.
And also, I got to bring up your Giants. I was reading some articles today. Y'all got some turmoil going on in y'all camp with y'all new coach. Y'all had 4 players retire in the last week. Y'all had a brawl with amongst your own team, and the players that retired said that y'all have a toxic environment, and the coach is all about his ego. But some of the players are actually behind him, saying that they like the new style of coaching. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on there in New York, man. Yeah, I don't know how things gonna look in New York.
It takes a while for the Giants.
Yeah, same with us. So I
It takes a
can't.
while. It takes a while. I don't expect them to do shit.
But we finally on the right path in Washington.
It takes a while for the Giants. But what I do expect, is something that DJ Green ain't never heard of. The intro to the new mixtape. The latest, y'all.
Break veins on my face, the sweater. I'm ready to work. Ain't even famous shit. They sending letters. Got enough time for revenge when the comments together. They looking for the worst. They know that I've been getting better. Always in the very first. I sending the cheddar. Mistaking me for watch Mr. B's been a pleasure. Cause I've been getting different type of cheese with the sweater. Here's some evil feet.
It ain't no fast enough, nigga. Shit. They ain't gonna have me over here fucking up.
I've been giving y'all way too much food.
Let them represent you, not catching the seat and dancing with the dove. It's the letters say, who the fuck is supposed to let ahead of me? My unborn, they gon' be mostly eating instead of me. When I'm on, my dogs be on it, we on the pedigree. If I'm wrong, I better tell you niggas what it better be. I'm locked on, she gon' always get what she want, man. If we're top strong, at the top of the white, you I'm locked off. Shit just fucking been the same, I cannot stop. Grandma gave me this mindset, cause I was off. Switching up on this brain, dog, that is not law. Things is sticky, I am that raw. But what I shoot myself, I show my ass off. Look up down, bring down what work on the call. Why you think that you're so stupid? Cause I'm raw. Let me know everything I show my ass off. When you talking money, I'm gonna tell you what's wrong. I'm back on my mama shit, I'm back up in my snapping on everything I tell you. When you talking money, I tell you what's wrong. I'm back on my mama shit, I'm back up in my
You know the funny thing, someone ever told me, why does the renegade rap like that? Like, why was it supposed to?
That joint had a DOC feel to it. That to me, it had the formula feel to it. That beat with its flow, that's what I thought of when I heard this flow. That's what I thought
The
of.
funny thing is like this, because people ask me stupid shit like, why don't renegade rap like that? I rap. But when I did rap, when I rap like a when people ask me stupid shit like a lot of metaphors, like I've had people listen to my shit be like, damn, I didn't know you said that. Shit like, oh, I rap like a Like when I really rhyme and I'm in my zone, like I will metaphor you to death. And niggas will sometimes you gotta like nigga. Sometimes I gotta rewind this shit and be like, oh, shit, I didn't even realize I said that.
You can you go like freestyle.
Yeah.
Sometimes I gotta rewind this shit. Like, oh shit.
Like I was like, huh?
You still do cyphers or no?
I haven't rapped in years.
But you can.
Yes.
Cipher on the back.
Yeah. I tell people all the time, don't get twisted because I still fuck you up.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
I jump out there now, and I had to be in the right mind state because I mostly do beats, but making beats, they'd be in the studio, we'll be smoking, and like, man, get on the mic. You know, if I'm in the right mindset, I can throw some shit out there, but nah, I stay in the background.
Now, when I do it, it's really aggressive, like especially when I'm freestyling. So people, you know, you gotta have. If you say something and I'm in the middle of a freestyle, then I'm gonna probably come at you, and then it's gonna be like, it's all.
When did last time you freestyle?
If you say something and I'm in the middle of a freestyle, then I'm gonna
probably always freestyle in my head. Like actually did it. I'm trying. Like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, have you ever did it on your show? Oh, so you never did it on your show?
Oh no, yeah, we still on the show that I stopped doing that stuff. I put about the shame.
Terrible.
So let me see if you can tell you this. So back when we used to be at either the Harbor and then the other spot, right? Before we used to do bars and let the artist shine. I be trying to let the nigga, I be like, yo, can you freestyle? So then the artists would be like, okay, but then some of the artists would be like, well, can you freestyle? So then they would try to out freestyle.
Don't let GOP be there.
And then GOP would hype these niggas up too.
And then
No, they ain't gonna get. No, they ain't gonna get.
No, they're gonna get burned. So then after the shot, be like, oh, he did good. He be like, what did you want? Why did you just murder that? Nigga, you the one who told me to freestyle.
all you can hear is he was some trash. Trash.
Why you murder that young boy? I be like, yo. That's about GOP. You told the nigga to freestyle, and then you told me to
I
freestyle.
just wanted to see what he had.
That's the shit. So that's why I try not to do it now. Cause niggas like he stuff like unless it be like a real moment where I just need to when niggas testing me and I be like, oh, let me just show you. Since you think you got skill, let me actually show you the skill. And then after when I do it real good, it's like, oh, you wrote that shit. I was like, nah, that's a freestyle. Like I'll rhyme every color. I rhyme about the radio on the wall, the graffiti, the wrestling belt. I'll show you it's a freestyle. And they be like, oh, no, I said, dog, when I say freestyle, like niggas know me, it's a real freestyle. It's not a written freestyle. It's not a memorized verse. What it is like I can line all my DVDs up and I'll rhyme all the titles. Like it's a real freestyle. Yeah. So, somewhere on Facebook about 10 years ago, I lined my DVDs up and I actually did it. Like I was just like boom, 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 boom. That was like before YouTube was really popping and all that other. I ain't never put on YouTube anything like that.
Oh yeah. Quick side note, it's out of nowhere. I know this is random. All Dexter fans, November 7th, Dexter New Blood is coming.
What's that one?
Dexter.
So here's the thing. Let's talk about this because
Good though.
when Dexter, like to be a fan of Dexter, I watched Dexter. It's a really good show.
Definitely.
But how do you think, like, to come back with a sequel? How is it going to fit in to the show? Whether it's going to be the same director, the same? Do you think it's going to be as good as the original?
They're actually using one of the original casting and directors, and they're going back to because a lot of folks were upset with the way it ended. I didn't have a problem with the way it ended. To me, it made sense with the way the show ended, with his sister, dying. He taking her out in the ocean, burying her, taking her out of the ocean.
I'm still watching that, so you have to tell me that.
I thought
I'm just fucking.
I was about to say, nigga, I thought you seen if you ain't seen Dexter by now, you's a fuck boy. You should have seen him by now. But the fact that he decided to leave his son with, a person, I'm not going to get into details, so it won't be a spoiler. But he decided to leave his son because he didn't want his son going on the same path and having the same tendencies as him, and him going off to Alaska or whatever to, try to put his life together and, figure things out after his wife got killed, his sister is dead, he has no one. And now to come back and a lot of folks are clamoring to see what happened. And from some of the trailers, I'm not sure I like the way it's going, because it's like going prototypical that he would go somewhere else and continue doing the same thing. I was looking for something different, but I'm gonna see when it comes out. But it's definitely one of my favorite all-time series. I've seen every episode. For some reason, me and Dexter, we connect on so many different levels. I'm not saying I'm psychotic and I'm a serial killer, but I can understand taking a motherfucker out, chopping them up, and taking them into the ocean and burning their ass. I can see that shit. So, but make sure you tune it out on show. Check it out.
You just said I can see that shit, but I'm not psychotic.
Yeah, I mean, I can sometimes some
contradictions.
I'm just saying, sometimes a motherfucker gotta go, man. Some people don't deserve to be on this earth, man. I'm serious.
You talk about your exercise.
I'm saying they was crazy bitches, man. It's crazy bitches. I like bi chicks, bisexual, not bipolar. It's a difference.
The nigga is bi.
Not the bi that I like. Shit. I like bisexuals, not bipolar. Then you
Y'all watch that.
Hold on, I gotta play Teacher There's somebody tell a chick when you want to go over to the top.
fucking right.
Get out to the next.
Sometimes it ain't important.
My man back to these things. You need to find out.
Oh yeah. Mad about that flex. I'm done.
Nah, nigga.
I still got a little bit of ice, but mostly fruit in the bottom. Yeah, I got fruit in the bottom of mine too. My ice ain't melt yet, nigga.
Yeah, I remember DJ Griffey Switch.
Yeah. Yeah. Arrive on her date. What you say, fight for the camera.
That CPG dancing right there.
Yeah, it's always that time, baby. Always that time.
That's my man, Flex 360. You lied, you said you was gonna invite us to the video shoot, and there's gonna be tons of women. And I saw you posted that you had the video shoot, so I'm gonna clown you from now on for that.
Yeah,
Come
man.
back here, we're gonna like you instead of saying Flex, we're gonna say lies.
Came over, rubbed with us, did an interview, said you're gonna invite us to the video shoot with all the beautiful ladies. And you don't do it. See, man, I've been playing your video on my show and everything. Tomorrow night, you will not be getting played on Sports. Just for that.
We got ran up on by our co-host because of you.
Yeah,
you at least
man.
write us a damn video shoot.
Yeah, bro. I told you, man, we ain't that far away, man. Uber, Lyft, I can drive. We can make it. I'm trying to be around that, you know.
So real quick, Gianna's tasty information is in the feed.
Yes, y'all.
It's in the feed.
Yeah, y'all need to definitely.
Reading is fundamental. So
who didn't read and follow direction?
reading is fundamental. And I say that because there's some dumb motherfucker that's gonna hit me up and be like, yo, who was that did the trans? And I'll be like, nigga, check out the feed.
Yes, yo.
And then they think I'll be being a jerk, but it's just like, it's not I'm a jerk, it's just that I just hate when you ask me common sense questions. Like if you see me in all gray, you like, yo, is that gray? Nah, nigga, I'm the Hulk.
Man,
What the fuck you think?
common sense ain't common, man. You can't be mad at the stupid, man, because they stupid.
Nigga. So like, damn, did your mama
Everybody
talk
don't
to me?
comprehend on the same
You can't be mad at the
level.
stupid for being stupid, man.
I can't be mad at
It's not
stupid
their
people
fault
for
that
being-
they're
It is their
stupid.
fault.
Sometimes it ain't, man. They're just a victim of their environment.
Sometimes just a little delay.
I know a lot of stupid people.
Sometimes people just need a little bit of help.
I ain't mad at them, but they stupid.
Stupid is a strong word.
No, so it's accurate.
Yeah, it's very accurate. When you're stupid, you make stupid decisions and do
No, I mean,
stupid
let me
things.
tell you. So stay at work, right? No, so it's accurate. One of the workers hit me up, and I gave him his morning assignment. And his reply to me was, well, why I gotta do this? Because I was doing this other thing. I said, and I gave him his morning assignment. I didn't tell you to do the other thing. I told you to do this.
Some people just always do
What
the
part didn't you understand about this is what you're doing?
I didn't tell you to do the other thing. I told you to do this.
And he's just like, oh.
What part did
Like, they just ask stupid questions. They be like, oh, it's time for me to punch in. Can I punch in?
Like, nah, wait here till punching at the end of your day.
But some people just like to be reassured extra and just to make sure. Like, always gonna double check. Even though the door's locked, they're gonna go back and check and see.
Then the folks I tell to go play on 495. I left my wallet over there. They grab it for it.
I just think people just act like stupid questions, you know, like, damn, are you black? Like, stop acting stupid. Like, and then I had somebody who tried to switch. So, one of my workers went to McDonald's. And then he came back, punched in, and then decided to eat. And then had me punch them in because they needed a override. So then I thought about it. That's she left. So when I go back to the time clock, she's like, oh, no. Remember when I said, don't look at me because I said, so you left the building to go get food, right? She said, yes. I said, you know, you're not. I said, I can work with you and talk to you. And I said, you didn't act. But see, you trying to be slick and it becomes a problem. But that's not even the kicker. You know what the kicker was? After doing all that stupid shit, guess what she asked me? Motherfucking overtime. Why the overtime when you still in time?
That's how that shit be, man. I remember back in the day when I was punching the clock. Sometimes you'll do that shit. Just run out, going right to McDonald's, grab something real quick. 5-10 minutes, like fuck it.
But dog, I can work with you.
Yeah, if you tell you.
And Bert can tell you. I'm a cool ass boss when you talk to me about stuff.
How long has she been working with you?
3 years.
Oh, she should have known.
Yeah, you know, she reported me as being racist. And she's acting.
That's a whole...
No, no, no.
Right. Because I ain't gonna get to
Yeah. So you racist with that. Okay. Show the white guy. All right.
You told me, Mr. White Man. He is racist against me.
I worked hard. I was like, who told you that?
If somebody lied to you, you hardly work.
That's my biggest problem, though, because people say stuff like that. Who told you that? Where's the confirmation that you work hard? Last time I checked, I advise you wait cheating. And you don't measure up. I told the dude that he actually wanted to fight me one day. I work at a state in Chicago. And the motherfucker was like, I'm the hardest worker in here. Who told you this? Like, real talk.
You're supposed to be believing that shit, too.
He was like, you gonna get out of my face, huh? How? Dude, you fix computers for them. Your attempt to thugging at me is really futile. Nigga, I've been working projects. You thugging at me, dog, you fix computers.
That pocket protector says that you're not gangster.
You fix computers and you have a bad haircut. Fuck out of here. Oh, nerd, you got slapped. Like, who told you you was a good worker? I said, no, you bully the other people and you bully the other manager. You don't bully me, I'm the bully. Like, dog, what you gonna do? You don't get out my face. What? I really wanted to know that.
Like, I just stand there like.
I'm like, really? What are you gonna do? What you gonna do? Nigga, you got a hatchback. What the fuck are you gonna do? Like, dog, you acting like you so, like, you can thug with these niggas. These niggas that you thugging aren't, and I ain't the most gangster person, but on the real shit. I've been in some situations. So I was living in the Southeast. Nigga, you lived in Wheaton.
Like, you can thug with these niggas. So these niggas that you thugging,
Nigga, if a nigga stole 5 cent piece of gum, you think that's a major crime.
on the real shit.
Like, dog, you not from the areas I'm from. I was just like, yo, nigga, I was working in Southeast. I was living in Southeast, working at Bob's Furniture, walking home in a suit every fucking day. No one wrong.
Like, dog, you not from the areas I'm from.
Like, come on.
Sensitive thugs that all need hugs.
Come on, anyway, you can't call him. Dog, he builds computers. You're not a thug. Thugs don't build computers. And your hair was uncomfortable. If I really wanted to be mean, I'd just pick your hair. What shit you gonna do?
I put out some clippers and scared of me. You know how much this shit gonna hurt, nigga? You know how much you ain't combed that shit since '85, nigga?
Come on, my boy, like, hold this nigga down. Get this nigga a haircut. Like, we gonna jump him now. We gonna get this nigga a haircut.
It should be funny, man.
Get this nigga a shape on. Let me come up off.
Yeah, motherfuckers talk so much shit, and then when the shit hit the fan, they start copping pleas and telling them stories. Yeah, I'm like, see, I had to show my other side for you to be backpedaling because I was showing you my nice, my kind side. Because I don't want you to see how crazy I am and the shit that I will do. But when I give you a glimpse of that, man, you want to backpedal. That lets you know that you're not built for that life, man. You can punk these other motherfuckers, but don't bring that shit this way, cause.
But you know what the great thing about that whole situation is? He was cool with the managers. The manager, we came to me, he said, I heard you were picking on him. I said, what? He said, yeah, you know, the other manager said maybe you were picking on him. I said, let me just tell you something real quick. Not you, not him, not nobody gonna talk to me like I'm stupid or crazy. And he was like, I said, he talked to your other managers disrespectful. He can't talk to me like that.
Not you, not him.
Well, it's gonna be a problem every time.
Like I'm stupid or crazy.
So we can handle it how we handle it. He was like, oh, well, maybe you just, I think he's misunderstood. Don't get that boy fucked up, because I'm not a child. Like, dog, you like 25 talking some crazy shit. You knocked the fuck out on some real shit. He's like, oh. Well, anyway, you're gonna go training for like 2 weeks.
Like, dog, you like 25 talking some crazy shit.
Well, it was just crazy. I was like, dog, what you gonna do? You step outside, we gotta go outside right here.
Like, oh. Well, anyway, you're gonna go train.
You gonna get out of my face? You gonna make me? We grown. What you gonna do?
It was crazy. I was like, dog.
You talking like if you really wanted to move me, you would move me. You didn't want to.
You gonna get out of my face? You gonna make me?
Then for the rest of the time, you just want to speak to me.
You talking like if you really wanted to move me.
And then every time I work, you want to speak.
You ain't want to.
But if I ask that nigga to do something, he just go and do it. At that
For the rest of the time, you just want to speak to me.
So you always gotta have fun moments like that. I remember I beat up one of my girlfriend's brothers. Little nigga was thugging too. That was my early 20s. I was like really I was out of Capitol Heights. I was really reckless. Little nigga, he was a big ass 16-year-old. He was my size. They got the fight, and I was just like, yo. They brother and sister, so I'm like, I don't want to be involved. Like, but then he got to yelling at his mom, and I was just like, yo, you need to calm down. He walked over to me, he was like, can't nobody in this house beat me. I was like, that's cool, that's cool. Calm down, get out my face. Walked up again, he's like, can't nobody in this house beat me. I said, look, just chill out, calm down. He did the third time, I grabbed him by his neck and I put him up against him. I said, stop fucking playing with me. I am not a kid.
Nigga, I don't live in this house, nigga. I will fuck you up, nigga. Shit.
So then when I turned to that, he was like, I can't breathe. I said, I know. He said, this is the stupidest thing he said. He said, I can't breathe. I said, I know, because I'm choking you.
Pretty much.
So then, after I let him go, he went and got a lamp. I never forget this shit. He went and got a lamp. And then he was like, I'm going to hit you with this. I said, hey, you ain't going to move? I said, I want to show you something before you hit me with the lamp. And I said, he said, what's that? So I went like this. I used to have this thing called bear claws at night. So I took it out. And I said, dog, you hit me or you swing it and you miss. Touch. So he was like, oh. So then he went and got a knife. So then my girlfriend at the time looked at him and was like, yeah, you got one knife? She's like, he probably got like 4 right now, to be honest. Which I did. Then he goes, fuck that. I'm going to go outside and get the gas. He was like, what the hell you mean, okay? I said, you're not thinking mathematics. He was like, what do you mean? I was like, you're in the living room facing the door. He said, yes. I said, the door is behind me. You gotta go find the nigga to go get the gap, right? He said, yes. I said, I got 4 knives on me right now. What is your mathematical chances if you step out that door that you're not gonna step back in? He was like, oh. I said, by the time you find somebody, you'll be bleeding, and I'll be on a train back to Virginia.
If you step out that door, that you're not.
And he looked at me and he sat down, and I was like, now go do your homework. And then I helped him with his homework for the rest of the night. And then his sister was like, yo, why you keep punking my brother? He's like, man, you walk in my house, you like, take out the trash. He goes, yes, sir. I ain't fucking with him. I said, dog, I live in my house. What are you talking about?
And then it's good.
And we all had those moments, man. I had a couple of moments
I
like
bet
that.
you did.
Yeah, but I was thinking back.
I was seeing nigga reminisce on thug stories.
Yeah, I mean, I got put in a situation. My sister's baby father was over his other baby mother house, which happened to be like not too far from me.
Did you fucking dig him up?
No, I did not.
Not this time.
No, I did not.
You try?
No, I did not. She wasn't shit, so.
If she was.
I mean, she wasn't. I ain't never really get a good look at her. I just know it was always drama, and she had a lot of kids, and she wasn't working. So I think like 5 or 6. I don't know. But I get a call on a Sunday. I'm in the house chilling, getting ready for work the next day. Hysterical from my sister, talking about he at his other baby mother house, and they didn't pull the shotgun out on him. So I'm like, I don't give a fuck. But he got my nieces and nephews with him. So they're sitting outside, and they apparently the grandfather pulled the gun out on him or some shit. He's in the truck. She needs me to go over there. Nah, so nah. Nah. So all I hear is my nieces and nephews over there. So I grab my shit, get in the car. They like 15 minutes away. I get there in like 5 minutes. I pull up. Feds already, the county, the city feds is already this bitch ass city cops. So luckily my man, his mother-in-law stood in the street, so I parked my car down there and left my pistol in there. And all I see is like 20, 30 motherfuckers surrounding my sister boyfriend's truck. So as I'm walking up, the police are standing out there not doing shit. So I'm walking up, and all I see is my nieces and nephews in the joint crying because they don't know what the fuck is going on. So I walk up, I'm like, man, y'all back the fuck up. Everybody look at me like, who the fuck are you? I said, don't worry about it, just back the fuck up. I walk up to the window, I'm like, why you didn't run these motherfuckers over? You in a Tahoe. Put that bitch in drive, and whoever done got the way a fucking speed bump. So then the motherfucking feds come up. I'm like, look, just let these motherfuckers get out of here. Whatever goes on here is going on down here. One of his other daughters started hyperventilating, so they had to call the ambulance. So I'm like, pull down the street where my car at. Wait for the ambulance. I'm walking down the street. Police dudes start talking shit to me, talking about who you think you are. I'm like, I'm doing your motherfucking job because you over here trying to get pussy. You got a situation you ain't even handling. Oh, you trying to get locked up tonight. I just looked at him and just kept walking. Meanwhile, one of the cousins come down the street, shirt off, yelling, talking about, I'm about to come down there and fuck all y'all up. Cops don't say shit. So I yell back, you come down here, you going home in a body bag, motherfucker. Oh, you're going to kill him? Nigga, you ain't doing shit. Let's just say, long story short, I almost got locked up that night trying to protect my family and shit. All because of bitch ass motherfuckers, man. I wanted to. I can't stand a motherfucker talking shit. If you gonna do it, do it. Don't come down the street talking shit because you trying to sell wolf tickets. Nigga, bring that shit on. That's why I love when motherfucker talk shit. I ain't gonna say nothing. Once I start rubbing my hands together, you know what's coming next. That knockout, yep, that knockout punch right there on the button, right there on that chin. Once I hit that, you going to sleep. Then I'm gonna walk over you and keep it moving. Like he asked for it. That's got a low tolerance for bullshit. And a lot of people got bullshit with them. And nobody pulled their card. Come up against me, you got the right one, baby. This shit good.
I bet, oh my God, CP3, you made it to the end.
Yeah, baby.
I'm emotional. I got a tear in my eye.
This shit crazy.
Well, I can sleep. I don't know what it is.
Hey, yo. I'm in the comments.
Follow, you got an IG page.
Yes, and Facebook.
Okay.
Down at
You gotta get your back, you know. You had an artist that y'all went to a listening party recently, right? Follow, you got an IG page.
Oh, yeah, yes. I mean, yes, my family, Frank Blunt. We actually got a festival coming up, September 11th. It's out in Marbury, Maryland. You can follow at Yes I'm Debbie on IG, and the link is in her bio. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tag her below too.
Tag her and shoot me the flyer.
Okay. It's gonna be lit, y'all. It's from 2 to 11. It's gonna be playing local artists. It's gonna be a health and wellness portion, and it's gonna be real lit, y'all. Come out. I will be there. I will be one of the vendors there. So come out, show your support. Oh yeah, the punch gonna be there, y'all. I got the juice. Told y'all, I got the juice.
Eat before you come.
It's
Feed
gonna
the
be
alcohol.
food there too. I will not be a food vendor, but there will be food there.
Feed the alcohol.
Shout out to Eric, who's one of our sponsors.
No doubt.
You know, they make the at the bar shirts and stuff like that.
Keep the shirt, yeah. I like it.
Definitely. Shout out to they do the Sports on the Hill shit.
Okay, that's what's up.
So, you know, they got their own brand, but they also sponsor us. Definitely. Shout out to Eric, who's
I'd like to get Frank Blunt here to sit down and
we can set that up.
you know, throw your questions out. You know, do your thing.
But now what happens is I'm taking the when we have them do the bars at the bar part, I put that on TikTok as well. So you know, we all over social media, and the song is hot. See the replays on Sports on the Hill on Monday.
It's all about branding, baby. Networking, putting it out there on different platforms that folks normally won't hear. You know, all it takes is one person.
That's right.
Like you said, the family from New Zealand, I play her track on my show all the time, you know. 14 years old, talented as hell. I'm trying to sign her. I see money, ching. The whole family got talent, so yeah, we can get some things in the works.
He's trying to make a baby off this song right here.
Maybe. Off this drink tonight.
You give me the runaround.
It's that shit right here. TJ made Pro. Check it out.
The runaround. You give me the runaround. You give me the runaround. I can feel it coming up. It may seem slow. Make me feel my soul on fire. I can't get away from the pain from you. And I need this night, but I can't. You know what I'm doing. Giving me the runaround. You keep on telling me every day you think I'll be better. It's time for another breathe.
I'll just let you know though, we about to bring back at the bar mix. DJ Griffith's mix. It's mix, y'all. Coming soon.
Hey.
You set you free. Take a piece of me.
I think TGB circle in Jamaica right now.
Somebody about to get this drink. Somebody about to get this drink.
He text, he like the multiple text.
I have to find somebody.
Let's just go to your page with the hashtag $40.
He's 60 tonight. Shit. Might be 60 tonight.
You get it.
$40.
Might be 60 tonight. Shit.
Nigga, you go to a 55.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, she got some nice tracks. 14. So she only 14. 14 years old.
I'm gonna show you the video.
I would have never known that.
Okay.
Let's see if we do it. How many women do you get the one down to?
My past, they still don't even know my real name.
Tell you somebody got a baby father named Foots.
They got Foots on the birth certificate and shit.
RJ.
Like, prove it.
The name Foots Jr. That ain't even his real damn name, nigga.
He got bad feet though. Like, all right, let me go and get a blood test. Fuck it. I got bad feet too. Fuck it.
Alright, see, anything you wanna get up your chest before we get up out of here, man? I know you need some food.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to eat in a little while to feed that alcohol. I guess I'm gonna go in one more again.
Go ahead.
Anybody that's dealing with Walmart and the green dot card, don't do it, because these fuckers will fuck with your money and play games. But what they don't realize is they done mess with an educated nigga. I done got the Federal Reserve involved, who governs them, and then filed an official complaint. And no, wow, the next day I get an email from these fuckers talking about call us back. No, I'm not calling you back, because you done gave me the runaround for 3 fucking weeks on the money that's mine that you won't give back. Give me my fucking money back and I'll leave you alone. That's all I want. I work for that money. Ain't no fraud. Y'all just trying to rip a nigga off. Y'all not getting me. Y'all got some other folks that I know I found out after the fact, but you done fuck with the wrong one, because now I'm on your ass. And if you don't give me my money back plus interest, I will be taking your ass to court for mental stress that you've had me going through for the last 3 weeks without having access to my funds. So I do have a Jewish lawyer on retainer. I got to pay the retainer though. But I will have that motherfucker covered. Because the Jewish motherfuckers get that money, bro. I done had every time I put Leibowitz name on the paperwork, nigga, my shit gets done, dog. My shit gets done. You know what I'm saying? Sidebum. Yeah, you can't trust Sidebum. Sidebum be fucking around sometimes, man. Okay, Sidebum be dirty, dog. You got, yeah, Sidebum get you late, dog. You know, I don't know about Sidebum, man.
Shout out to Tony Montana.
Yeah, shout out. I was watching Scarface last night, man. Yeah, I feel you, bro. But yeah, you know, I'm putting some stuff out there because I found out, like I said, they've done this to a couple other folks that I know. I didn't know because I'd have been took my money out of the fuckers, but you know, give me my shit. That's all I ask. I'm one extra. I wasn't gonna say I only want the money that's in there, but nah, y'all done fuck with the wrong one. So yeah, I got a call on Tuesday with the Federal Reserve to, you know, get to the bottom of this situation. Y'all trying to steal my money, so.
And you'll
get his money, y'all.
Yeah.
Get that money.
It's all good. I ain't gonna cut. I'm gonna cut some fuss at you on the phone too, but I also know how to handle it in a diplomatic and political way, because it's all politics in the immortal words of Black GOP.
Yes.
And that's it. I'm gonna go ahead now. I don't want to say no more. I've been drinking.
I wonder what that is. Sade.
Yeah. Once again, follow me. 350 everything. I got the juice, y'all. Follow me. Follow. Hey, like I said, September 11th. I don't know what festival is gonna be crazy. I linked all the info in the comments. It's gonna be lit, y'all. It's something for everybody. I just did. Yeah. Oh yeah. Shout out to The whole Never Settle squad, everybody, Rello, Debbie, Franklin, Dolomite, gang gang.
All right, bet. So we'll be back in next week. Oh, well, hold on. Can't make that promise.
Yeah, not sure yet.
So next week we might be back, or we'll be trying to get this feature done for Renegade. We get the feature. Well, I'm off, so it all depends on what time we do the feature.
Yeah.
So if we do the feature early enough and Renegade's off, we usually do off on Sunday, then we'll definitely have a show. We'll work it out.
Yeah, we definitely got some stuff going on in the works, so be on the lookout. I'm thinking about putting together, some type of Sports on the Hill event with football season about to come around. So be on the lookout. I might try to put together a little small meet and greet now might have to put that on hold with the COVID mandate restrictions I see about to go back in effect in PG County.
They want to go back in effect in DC. Last Saturday when I was out, it was we weren't drinking yet. I had mask.
Yeah. So they mandate is coming back in Maryland also. So like I said, I got some stuff in the works. Gonna see what things do with this whole new situation. It's a crazy world, man. Just try to live right, do right, stay safe, and stay out of trouble.
But if it gets under control, October, I believe AC3, if it goes now, we'll be at the AC3 in October.
AC3. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. And we got the end of the month down in Richmond too.
Oh yeah. We got the comedy. 28th.
Yeah, we got the comedy with Wide Range Entertainment.
Yeah.
28th down in Richmond. I'm looking to be down there for this event. I've got to sell a couple more cars to secure that bag real quick. Once I get that check secured, then put that day in off. You might got to ride down to Richmond, check that out, get some of that VIP treatment.
You might find your future baby mama down
there. I told you I used to be down in Richmond. Richmond ain't that far from the 757.
You might meet your former baby mama.
I was down there for my old job. I was down there for training, so I was doing a lot of work when I was down there. So I ain't really
what type of work?
I was doing a lot of training to make more money. So I was focused on my money. I don't think I really interacted with any females down in Richmond.
No offers you had or anything like that.
She might have rubbed my balls, but I don't think. I got the head.
Third base, man.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. I ain't going all the way home.
First of all, we already know she rubbed your balls.
You know what I'm
saying? Not the same day. I went into the last day. I wanted to get my training done.
If you just stick it in, you probably stuck it in.
Now, if I bust that nut, I probably did. I told you I can turn down pussy. I can't turn down head.
But if the head is so good, she said, hey, stick it in, you're going to stick it in.
Not if I bust that nut. Man, if the head that good, nigga, I bust that nut, I'll be like, you know what? I'm all right. Appreciate it. Good job. I give her a tip. Don't walk down dark alleys at night. Look both ways before you cross the street. Buy your taxes before April 25th. I'm saying I give her a tip.
Yo, new Renegade. We did our yeah. Let's go.
You made this. You they hate me for my honesty. Married to the morning, and that is my monopoly. Born and bred, and ain't no play monopoly. Way too up, and a lot of niggas proud of me. Hard up. It's what I really found in me. Approach me, please. Don't ever touch my boundaries.
You know what
Baking is my energy. Living check out with check. I'm trying to get us started.
Yeah, at the bar, man. Shout out to Lamont. You good? Shout out to Lamont for the case of beer he gave us last week.
Oh, that one.
Come on. Yeah.
Oh, you got two backgrounds.
Yeah. I got a feed going and he got a feed going. Now you good. I still got a Bud Light on my crack.
Oh, you we said Lord, that's all.
I can't get no fucks. These street niggas feeling themselves already.
Can I just pick up? I don't see.
Is it good? Critics. Don't
Yeah.
fit my man, get it. Threatening me, get my family, that chick in your go.
I ain't never seen it. I ain't never seen no doc.
Got me just making it fake.
About it.
Can't sweat the small things when you sing.
Nah, look at this rack. Should be a can opener. Yeah.
Feeling like the dawn of the revolution.
Oh, here's all kinds of glass.
You can keep your apologies. It's got that pride in me. I swear.
Yeah, that's it. I got you.
Genius in the making. I can't say they don't understand it.
I'm used to it now.
He always got replacements, so we can go ahead and change it. Nigga, I can't stick to the basics, nigga.
Yo, at the bar, we having fun, we drinking, live on air, you know how we do.
That's what it is, baby.
Gary.
Cheers, cheers, cheers. Yo, cheers, everybody. At the bar, we having fun. I had to do the show, I guess. CP3 is not going home. He's going to find somebody's baby mother to get into and possibly give her between 40 and 60.
I'm about to say, who needs $40?
I know little baby.
Hashtag who needs $40?
I know the little baby needs some shoes. I got you. On some
But they
size,
cell phone bill big, right?
yeah, some size 3s. I got you.
But they cell phone bill big.
Not the whole one, nigga.
Yeah, only get partial. Yeah. You only text me, bitch. You ain't calling me. You only get half a bill.
Hashtag who needs $40?
Yeah.
If your bill is more than $40, don't answer that hashtag.
Gotta be prepaid. I got you on the prepaid, baby. I'll get you a track. I'll get you a track.
Not prepaid.
You gotta be Metro PCS, baby. Wait a minute, boost is 50 though. You do the boost? Unlimited.
It depends. You make my toes curl, yeah, I give her 50.
Oh, damn.
She gotta catch it though.
Ooh.
I saw her. That's the alcohol.
That's not the alcohol.
Nah, it is a little bit.
You know, play this one more time. We out here. You know what? I didn't play the money bill today.
You gotta start off.
Yeah. That's not the alcohol. Let's get it.
Smash you. Swim on my eyes, I'm obsessed with you. She been using the liberties. I can never live in the Swim on my eyes, I'm obsessed with you. She been using the liberties. I'm living the film. This shit like a getting go. Kinda wanna go out. Why do you live go? It's up to you. I'm in it. 36 I put her. Count it up. No better for sure. Spend so much. Gotta get some more. With my hands out. I just give her a no. How you always talking about me, but a nigga stand up. What? How you really walk up to me? That's a man. All these niggas got these drawers with them like a band up. I've been doing what I want, that's what you can't do. I've been just feeling myself. Do I just really need help? I got my weight up. I've been just telling myself. I got love for all of my dogs. I take a pay cause some niggas really gonna rise. Some niggas really gonna slide. So go South Park. We ain't never got survive. Nigga, just pay your tithes. Call me the man. I gotta go ahead and clip up smash. You better finish to give it a flash. I gotta slice. Swallow my eyes. I'm obsessed with you. I'm losing. I'm living these facts.
I wish the nigga would tell me I'm biased for playing video games.
I'm living the facts. I gotta go ahead and clip up smash. You better finish to give it a flash. I gotta slice. Swallow my eyes. I'm obsessed with you. I'm living these facts. Never go let me stop living. I can never live in the past.
This is supposed to be the past. The opening joint that he does the Get Back. Actually, I played the video last week. The performance in Miami.
Hey man, look like I'm on that song.
Yeah, Miami was fun. So let me end this show real quick. If you're about business, so let me say this. Like I tell you, I have to sell my soapbox. And then we actually get into the show. So, one, I do a lot of things. I run a podcast. I manage artists. I do pictures. Camera work when we gotta chop up a video and stuff like that. If you see me at an event and I'm doing something, boom, 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 and then you hit me later and be like, yo, did you get footage or pictures of me of this? Like, real talk, the first time I went to Miami this year, like, a dude from Alabama was like, oh, you take pictures, this, I'll pay you for it. And I just charged him some slight shit, I don't really need the money, but the principle, he respected the business. A lot of y'all dudes in the DMV want me to do stuff for y'all, but y'all don't want to compensate for what we do. Like, and if you paid, I would probably tell you, not only would you get pictures, you get an interview, you do this, do that. We real, like, dog, I ain't never pressed for money, but respect the business. So, when you hit me, when you don't talk business to me off the break, and then you hit me on IG and you're like, oh, I sent you a message, and I was, dog, I run 4 different IG pages. I run, there's at the bar, there's 151 at the bar, there's my regular page, there's my backup page, there's the Capital Hustler page. So I'm on like 5 to 6 pages on Facebook. Then I have a Twitch. Then I have a Twitter. And then I work a full-time job, and then I got other artists that I manage. And then we do a podcast 3 fucking hours every Sunday. If you ain't talking business, don't talk. And if you don't know how to come correct with talking business, you can be silent. But don't waste my time. You know, because you don't know who I know, and if you talk proper business, I can put you in contact with proper people. Because a lot of y'all niggas stand behind the laptop, make sure the DJ. It's fucking dumb. Holding a mic don't make you an MC. You don't know who I know, and if you talk proper business, I can put you in contact with proper people. Because a lot of y'all niggas. I think that's about it. CPT, any other rants before we get off the air?
No, I'm good, man. I'm just chilling.
Anybody hit you back with the hashtag $40?
Nah, not yet. I'm still waiting, you know. Make sure you tune in tomorrow night. Sports on the Hill podcast every Monday night at 9 o'clock. Talking Nats, Washington football team, Olympics. Olympics wrapped up yesterday. Be on the lookout. Might have another pop-up show. Not sure. Got a couple of people hitting me up about doing some shows and doing some things. I'm in the process of talking to Judy Donaldson, trying to get her back on, trying to get Brian Mitchell on. So stay on the lookout, you know, Sports on the Hill podcast, DC Sports by the Politics. It's not just a catchphrase. It's not just a motto. It's what we do, baby. So make sure you tune in. Streaming live, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch. Be on the lookout. Robbie's going to have a couple of Twitch guys coming on. Talk Olympics tomorrow. Got Big Hurt coming on to talk Washington football team training camp. So tune in. You know, we're bringing you that best DC sports coverage around, baby.
Bet. All right, so we out until next week. Yeah, that's about it. Should I give you no.
Man, you gotta play the Renegade video, man. The show ain't show out the Renegade video, man. And get my acting debut on, man.
Okay,
trying to get my shot. Got me number 2, man. You see how I properly grabbed a young lady in a forceful manner, to get my point across that we weren't playing games.
Top the field.
You fucking right I did. You see how that was soft too.
The cheeks was magnificent.
Yeah.
How this video was a man, can't nobody fuck with this joint. They like this nigga, he not performing this joint. When this nigga performed this joint, he shuts every nigga down. Let's go, Renegade. Come on.
You really want to play? What is what I'm about? You know what you're talking about. You don't really want to play. You don't know what to say. It's money is what I'm talking about. You really know what you ought to been talking about. I mean, don't wanna really talk about. You don't know what to say. It's money is what I'm talking about. Money, make you shut him up. Never talk about it if you ever had to go. You don't know what to say. Stay up out of my way. Money, 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 make me shut them off. Keep playing with the goodies, boy, boy, I have to make the call. Stay in bounds on your pivot, boy, if you come ball. There's a lot of niggas be fake, and you really can't play. Cause we done got it out of more than what you talking about. Screaming, oh my God, money got me crying. Living in line, look into my eyes, make me see Christ. I'm alive, we just multiply. We been on the rise. If we got some wings, fuck it, we gon' let it fly. Money, 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 what I'm talking about. Day in my life, I take me a different route. Years on my past. You can get it. Money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. You don't really know what you been talking about. You don't really want to play. You don't know what to say. It's money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. You don't really know what you always been talking about. Now I won't be the one I'm really talking about. You don't really want to play. You don't know what to say. It's money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. You never crossing these borders. I'm whipping it up, 40 rands deep. I swear that I'm cooking these orders. Talk about me, you better just hope that you can just really afford it. I'm ballin', I'm ballin', I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm feeling like Robert Sabori. Nigga, I'm scoring. I come in the morning, they talk about me, then I gotta ignore it. My bitches be foreign, so independent, my money be corporate. These raps is foreign. You hate me, and I'm always gonna adore it. I'm smoking this over. She always go ahead and let me know. You gon' talk about me, I ain't flawless. I go for my all this. You niggas talk about me, I ain't ballin'. You know that I'm ballin'. Jumpin', take trips, poppin'. All day, always keep trips, fast life, all day. I get it, I get it, I get it, I get it, man. And you can never, ever, ever get rid of me. So watch what you say, and watch what you do. If you play the game, you play no more. Money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. You know what you been talking about. You don't really want to play. You don't know what to say. Money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. You don't really know what you always been talking about. Now I won't be the one I was really talking about. You don't really want to play. You don't know what to say. It's money, 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 money's what I'm talking about.